and I could go and eat pie on that bridge. I'm actually afraid. I'm actually a little freaked out to do it. I'm actually a little freaked out. People have died here.
And it's right where you are right now.
For real. Hold on a second. Let me just get this up. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Yeah, creepy road.
Yeah, this is for real, guys.
10 days and thousands of man-hours have been unable to produce any clues.
We have a few leads, a few other options we want to take advantage of, and just try to put together some pieces as possible.
Do you believe the occult may be involved in the disappearance?
Graffiti on this bridge that says, "I do not want to die."
Fucking deer.
He broke me. It says, he broke me. Right here. He broke me.
Was that Mike writing about
When he was leaving Comicscape. Yeah, he broke me.
I don't know. What the fuck is this? Can you guys see this? It's a murder weapon.
What is it? Oh.
Ew, it's bloody. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting out of here, though, because this is kind of fucked up. Cecil, I hear voices out here, alright? I hear voices. I gotta get out of here.
What if Ethan was murdered and Andrea's at home watching this? Live.
Alright, let me see if I can get out of here. Yeah. You hear that?
Nosfero, does this word not sound like the death bird culling the living dead at dawn? It is the name both ghouls and demons dare not say, for they know it means death for the undead.
a little mad sometimes. Haven't you? People always call him madness some places. I hate to even think about it.
Welcome, everybody. Here we are, back at it like a bad habit, and we're going to be having some fun tonight. We're going to be painting. I'm here with my brother, Vaughn. I bow to you, sir. It is great to see you, and I think you're having a good one, man. But we're going to be having...
Yeah, always. You know me. I can't wait, man. I've been looking forward to this. Drawn with my friend Shanth.
Dude, oh, my God. Like going back to
Imagine
the, good old
the possibilities.
Days,
yeah.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Lots
which one of us brought the crayon box with the cool colors?
Dude, I'm telling you, I still use Crayola Twistables, man, when I draw. So Crayola are on my desk as we speak.
They still work.
Dude. Yeah, man.
What was it? Was it that big box of 52 that had the like flesh color? You covered it though when you really wanted to take your work to the next level. Yeah.
That's right, man.
Exactly. Good days.
Yeah,
I'd like to be your flesh color tonight, Sean.
Absolutely, you are my flesh color.
Don't take that wrong.
Yeah, and then they changed it to Caucasian flesh, and it was really funny because we all were like...
Did that freak everyone out?
Yeah, well, people like us, like, we're just sort of like going, where's the flesh color? Like, we never felt like we were like, I know where the burnt sienna is. I'm looking for the flesh color right now. But it was hilarious, man. So we've got John here in the chat. What is up? Stephen Rockwood. There was some confusion. There were 2 streams launched because when I edited the stream and changed the title of it, it left the one that was previously there up. I have no idea what happened with that. So it was kind of nuts. And so I've just been trying to get all that together. So we got John, Stephen, Rockwood. We've got Mike right here. Mike, great to see you. This is the real one. This is the real thing. We have got Harry B here, guys. We've got, let's see who else. Stephen Rockwood. We've got John, of course, again. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. 18 people in the chat. Please give us a like. Stephen Rockwood is saying we've got 437 backers, but on that note, thank you everybody who's been backing that book. I have to congratulate my man Von Klaus on crossing 70K and barnstorming those streams, brother. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. That
was awesome.
I didn't know that we would make it to 70K on this campaign, and it just kind of blew my mind too. I'm really happy with it. This book does deserve 6 figures. If it doesn't get there, cool. But like that just hitting 70K has given me a whole new boost of energy lately in all my work and everything, man. Dude, so thank you everybody for supporting. You guys are amazing. You made this happen, so I appreciate it. For everyone who spread the word, everyone who bought the book, it's just awesome. So thank you. You're gonna love owning these and having the trilogy of terror on your shelves. I promise you.
Amen. Amen. Teflon Ron is here. Long time no see, indeed. Teflon Ron is sort of like the keeper of the flame. He's like, when are you going to stream again? And because I'm just on all these other shows. And
okay, Hollywood.
Everyone, no, dude, it's so, well, they're the shows you invited me on, by the way.
Yeah.
CG team. It's your fault, man.
Well, now you're part of Hollywood with us.
It's even funnier. So yesterday I was feeling the busyness of it. And I couldn't say anything about it really until now I can. But Gabe sent me a text message. He goes, I've got an incredibly busy day tomorrow. I've got to get ready for it. Can we take the week off? And I was like, oh, thank God, man. I got to rest. And then he told me what was going on. So anybody watched Fox and Friends this morning, Eric July and Gabe.
I saw that.
We're on national television, kids.
It was so cool. It was so cool. It was CG on national TV, as far as I was concerned. It was just, our boy Gabe killing it, and Eric saying what needs to be said, and getting the message out there, and getting people excited about indie comics again. Letting conservatives know there's other places for you guys to spend your money is what it's all about, right? And that's what they did. They did great. Good on them.
T Fetishist, as Mr. Monkey Boy is saying, and Mighty Geek Studios, hail to you. Hail to Past Master Dan. Let's see who else I missed. Vero, hail to you. Teflon Ron, just want to make sure I get everybody. If I missed you, do holler at me in the chat. Yell angrily. We've got the real Sean Crummell here. It's good to see you. Angela Curry, I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything's good in your house. And all that good stuff. And
I'm sharing draw or my
Yes,
program
do.
that I'll draw in tonight.
Yeah,
it is
man.
being shared right now.
Oh, cool. Let me add it here. Add to screen.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
No pressure. Just the
No
main
pressure
window.
at all,
No
man.
pressure.
No pressure at all.
I don't care. I'm not an. I mean, I didn't claim to be an artist. I always claimed to be a writer, so I don't give a damn.
That's how we do these things, man. That's how we do these things. So it's cool because the way we've got. Let me just test different things. If I move this, how do I? There's a way to do this where I go. Is it the 2-shot and then we can? Can I move?
So what
there?
shall I draw?
I don't know, man. Hold on a second. Oh, whoa.
This is a. What?
Wait, so that removes your thing? Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Add to stream. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to learn as we go. Also, here's what I'll do. I'll put the pressure on you at first. What are you working on? And Metal Movies and Brewskis, great to see you, my friend. Oh, my God, the chat is just blowing up. I turn around for 1 second. Eric DeGuapo, is great to see you. You start drawing while I get to these guys. How's XD? Good to see you.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaron Anderson, it's good to see you. Aaron A. Anderson, I hope is your name. Let's see, Howls is here. David Brohawk Williams, the man. Many thanks to the host, guests, and Mighty Chat. God bless you, David Brohawk Williams, and Timmy Mello. It is great to see you. You guys are the best. Just draw boobs, Vaughn. So yeah, how many of you guys and hail Brohawk? Everybody's excited about Brohawk being in here, man. So talk to people about your art because people do not know that you actually do this.
Do what?
Throwing that out there. That you draw too.
I don't draw, man. I'm a messy, sloppy ass artist, man.
Okay, let me throw this out there. If you were being prosecuted and the claim was I don't draw, you would lose the case with this evidence right here. I think that's a fair statement.
This is nothing. It's a mess. It's a bad hair day. It's The Cure, man. It's Robert Smith waking up in the morning.
Oh, that's my wife's favorite band.
Good choice.
Go. Yeah.
She ever just pumped Disintegration through the house?
Oh, I got her their anniversary Blu-ray, and that was my whole thing.
That's rad.
And chat today. One of the things where I was going to be talking about because I don't know, not everybody is totally comfortable talking and drawing.
It's a gross pen. What is that?
So I picked up a topic that I could vamp with if I have to. And you're right here. It's not about conservative, or it's not about quality work, or it's not about conservative or not. It's about quality work that allows an escape from all the bull. Yes, for a while. Absolutely right. Yeah, man.
Of course.
It's the thing about it for me is when we're doing this work, it's about escapism and giving you guys something that is entertaining and fun. And what I'm going to be doing over here on my board is I'm going to be doing some stream of consciousness stuff. And I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about, Lovecraft today, because I thought that's a topic I could talk about with people and how it's influenced me and it's influenced my work. But here's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a stream of consciousness. I started out earlier today doing, and I'll show you guys this here. Let me see here. And I'm going to remove you just for a second so this will come onto screen. Actually, let me do this. Does that help? Okay, cool. So then I can do add to... Whoa. I'm learning things. Hold on a minute while I learn various things here. Okay, so what did I just do? Oh, this is a trip, man. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll play around with this and see how this works.
So I'm on, what am I on? Clip Studio Paint.
Yes.
And I've only used it like 2 times before this for like 30 minutes or so. Like this is all kind of new to me. And so like I'm going to be experimenting, playing around and drawing, if that's,
yes.
acceptable.
Is that Vaughn?
Like I'm learning. Yeah.
I'm like, that is the one, the only Vaughn. That is right.
You don't know this charred voice by now.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody's got to know. This is the Vaughn and Shanth. Woo, Lovecraft, Spring Break. Amen. Yeah, this is the thing, guys. When it comes to what I'm going to be doing tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got into Lovecraft, which was in some ways by accident. I'd heard about Lovecraft because when Mike Mignola started making Hellboy and had nonstop references to Lovecraft, but nothing at that age was going to get me to read literature because I have dyslexia and I was very slow at reading. And finally, after all of my, one of my biggest heroes, Guillermo del Toro, in terms I love his art, started, talking about Lovecraft's influence, I finally was, and one of my mentors, a guy named Tom Seguros, had his studio in the Florida Lee building, which is where the artist in Providence sculpts the Cthulhu relief sculpture that starts the whole narrative. So I actually have a connection to the Call of Cthulhu and where that was sculpted. And I've been in that place visiting my mentor who passed away. We had the same birthday, just crazy, crazy stuff. And so for me, as I look at that kind of stuff and look at that work, I had never realized how derivative a lot of horror writing is of his structure. There's Jimmy Mellows. He's dropping the language there. I hope that doesn't get us, flagged. And look at Von Gogh, man. And that is the key, man. That's the key. Where's Phoenix? Is Phoenix in here? Yeah, Phoenix Metalsmith. Great to see you, my friend. Are you crushing it? Are you out on the road? Broken Compass Comics. It's great to see you. But I got into that stuff. And so what I did is, what my wife did for me today is when she went into downtown, she went to the art school we both graduated from, which is referenced in, again, Call of Cthulhu. And she was like, do you want me to pick you up some canvas panels? I said, yeah, that'll allow me to do some fun stream of consciousness stuff. So if anybody's got some interesting ideas of something they want to see, Frankenstein's monster, creatures, whatever it is, throw it up in the chat and I'll see if I can start working some stuff into just a big stream of consciousness piece here. So let's have some fun, man. Sean, we're going up there for the Fan Expo Boston. Very nice. Are you hanging out with me and Lord? Well, if I'm invited, yeah, man. Hail Zaid Studios, what's up, my man? Good to see you. I've been doing some sketches you'd probably like to see, but I'm not going to show them here. So yeah, Shanth, I'm going to be up there. Yes, okay, got that. Hail Jeremy, indeed. Is Jeremy in the chat? I don't know if he's here, but yes, Hail Jeremy is right. So yeah, guys, throw some ideas out there if you want me to start sketching some creatures or some monsters. So Vaughn, is this typical of your process? Is that what you usually do?
Not at all. No, it's not at all. It's indicative of my process. This is indicative of me dicking around. It's very indicative of the dickens arounds of just sketching and letting your mind make up crazy shit and have fun with it and not worry about it. Think of it as like, I don't know, getting stretched out at the gym or whatever. Like, except I just do it with really, really horrific, what is this gym you speak of? No, it's not kidding. It's a gym of artists, man.
That's right, man. Darn right.
Where we live, my friend. Where we live.
That's what it is, man.
Beefcake! No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. Ooh, how about sketching a Wendigo? Absolutely, man.
Ooh,
now, the question becomes, can I get past the Marvel Comics Wendigo when I try to draw a Wendigo? Because I've got my list of Wendigo. So for that, let me just take a look. Let's see if I can look up and just read the basic gist. Evil spirits, folklore, plains of Great Lakes, natives, First Nations. Cool. Let me see what I've got here. Algonquin.
Algonquin.
Yes, right. Native.
Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Yeah, I love this stuff, man.
Hey, one of my favorite moments in life here, especially as an Oklahoman who's had a few Native American buddies throughout the years, was my buddy Jeff, who's been in a few because of his, he looks the part and has the hair. He got to be in a lot of Hollywood stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
And he would get drunk and tell creepy stories about Wendigo, man.
Yeah, dude.
He'd be like staring into like off the porch just into the night, and he'd be like, "There's a reservation where the people disappear, and then he goes, like the snow." I was like, "Stop it! You're just being a creepy Native American to mess with white guys right now. That's all that you're doing. That's all that's happening here."
And then he left, and he was like, "Got him." And you realized it was the boy.
No, Jeff was like the most hilarious, fun-loving, drunk, guy ever. But then he'd have those moments, right?
Yeah.
Where you were like, "Oh my dear God," stop, like the chicks just got here. You're talking weird.
There's always that guy, right?
Don't creep him out.
That was
totally his face. Screw his face. Can't screw his face.
Dude, I like the idea for this character for me that I find so interesting is the idea that it's almost like it's a visual manifestation of famine. You know what I mean? And like it's this manifestation of, you know, deprivation. You know, it's gaunt, it's starving, it's a cannibal. I mean, it's just freaking terrifying.
Where I start, yeah, cannibals, cannibalizing. And isn't that where all good artists start? With a little bit of cannibalization.
That's right.
Right? Or else
Absolutely.
we're not being real artists. Have you read that book, Steal Like an Artist?
Yep. Love it, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff to have to remind yourself on. Good thing you read it in like one sitting. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that that's there was this. I know you know this, but because it's our generation, you know. But people used to just say like, what's the word I'm looking? Oh yeah, Vincent Price is. Yeah. It's one of those things to where people used to say to us that you know, oh, your stuff is like you're swiping from this or you're and I'm like going, guys,
let it be swiped, motherfucker.
you have to you can't, you know, rid yourself of your experiences, and there is no real kind of blank slate thing that you're going to create. And I think where people run into the most problems, I was reading the C.S. Lewis quote about creativity, which is like, don't run from your influences for fear of being original. Delve into all of your influences, follow where the entertainment and the passion is, and you might do something original by default, but you'll probably get something nobody even cares about if you just ignore everything that's been done before, because it's a road to nowhere. Basically ignoring history.
We're on the road to nowhere. I don't worry about original because I know my messy ass is going to come up with something that no one else did before. That's why stress about that when you've got so many other things you have to stress about to tell a good story, guys. Like that's the thing. People are tricking themselves by stressing about the wrong things and missing out on the real problems of storytelling, how to really make it resonate with an audience. That's the magic that you should be always going for. That's when I'm impressed with artists, when that's just like their goal constantly to push that, like to chase the story dragon, as I've been calling it. You know?
Yeah. What about you? And also love, man. Love for stories. I sort of felt like when I was reading, I remember when I read Lovecraft for the first time, because I don't fall in love with a lot of authors because of, and that's probably on me, but it's.
I want to know what love is.
Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, we're gonna copyright strike instantly.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's like it's an interesting thing because when I found, you know, Lovecraft, I was reading one of his short stories because it mentioned this house that we lived in when we first got married in Providence. I was like, I gotta see what he says about it.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird, man.
How many secrets are we gonna unlock with this story? Yeah.
Absolutely,
cool.
Dude.
That's definitely how a Stephen King movie starts, or story starts.
It was crazy. And so I'm looking up this thing and I'm like going, all right, well, what is this? You know, like what is the you know, what is the way he's writing about it? And then I read this book or the short story that was in there called The Thing on the Doorstep. And it freaked me out. I was glued to reading it the entire time. And I really owe Lovecraft. There's a couple of authors that I owe a lot to because they transported me with their writing to such a degree that it made me more passionate about reading. And Lovecraft is one of those, man. That's what's so crazy, you know? And that's what I love about it. And so when somebody says to me something, I'll give you guys a little look at the processes and, you know, of what I do. So first I started out with a cattle skull form, like right in there for the face. And as I looked at the cattle skull form, I found myself going, that's kind of cool, but that was the top card. That's like I just took the top card. I didn't push very far. So now I'm going to put the eye socket down here and I'm going to make this thing smaller because I don't know why, but this is the process, right? When you're writing and you go, this is good, but it's not it. Like, this is just this is what someone else would do.
Yeah. So I'm going to start on before I talk about getting into H.P. Lovecraft, I'm going to start by saying at no point am I going to apologize for him or mention any kind of like, okay, disclaimer about him being some sort of bad guy for whatever racist or xenophobic evil reason. That's not happening. We're going to have a real conversation about him and his work and his influence, and not make it about a little political nod to any idiots out there.
I only have one disclaimer. Most of his ideas are now copyright free. And if you do have an issue with anybody, the best form of revenge, I think, would be using his material and making something great. So there you go, if that's an issue. But no, seriously, though, I think about how much his stuff is available to us. It's unreal. But go ahead, Vaughn. Run.
Yeah,
I'm
but
the same way.
I found him in like kind of a classic way in which I discovered things as a young kid, which was through good art that someone had made on a cover of a lot of his stories. It was black and white, and it had like evil spiders and horrific things all over it, floating doors, demons peeking through things. It was just everything horrific in the world, and I liked that enough to just buy it. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
And and yeah, it had little touches of red. Do you remember that one at all?
Yes.
You might have it even. Yeah. It was good. It was good. Anyway, so that's where I started, and I read it, and I was like, man, this guy describes things a lot.
Yes.
I was like kind of a teenager who liked to read and enjoyed like higher learning type stuff, but at the same time, I didn't go, oh, I'm the biggest fan in the world after reading him. I just was like, he's pretty cool, you know, and then I moved on to whatever band or whatever music or whatever teenager thing I was doing. He was just another guy I checked out along the way, kind of appreciated him. And then over the years, I've just watched the love of him grow and grow and grow and turn into its own culture, then turn into movies, turn into references, jokes, whatever, t-shirts all around us. So that's, I mean, when it comes to H.P. Lovecraft's work, I don't know it inside and out like other people. Just kind of read it in high school and thought it was cool and creepy and that I needed a thesaurus, you know, because I was still learning. I'm still growing up, learning my words.
Dude, yeah, I mean...
He's awesome, though.
It's funny, my appreciation for him and something that I think has been on my mind lately with a lot of the stuff that's going on in Comicsgate and the stuff with Eric July and all of that stuff, which is, and we were actually, I think they were talking about it on Rob's channel, and congratulations, Rob, on 1,000 subs and getting monetized, by the way. But Rob Arnold, if anybody's not subscribed to him, the thing that got me about it was that Lovecraft's structure was so good. It made me realize how bad a lot of stuff that was attempting to scare me was. You know what I mean? And because it's his horror, it comes from somebody who is genuinely terrified and tortured by his experiences. And what is up, American Comics Company? Always in good company when American Comics Company is there. Good to see you, my friend. And I will tell you, man, it is, Gibbous and Eldritch. I see a real Sean Crummell. It's one of those things that I'm desperate for, things that are almost like the source of, you know, outside of surfing, which is of course the source. But stuff that is the source of where all of the good stuff comes from, or is aware of where, you know, to steal from. And Lovecraft is this kind of mad genius who in his short life influenced this entire genre. And what's amazing is that after I've read his stuff, I started feeling like a lot of the horror movies I was seeing outside of some of the really great ones felt suddenly so much smaller, you know, so much more. His stuff is like, how do I word this? It's a little bit like, you know, when the Duffer Brothers were saying they were influenced by Lovecraft, you take a small town in New England in most instances with Lovecraft.
Duffers.
Yes, the Duffers. Yeah, there you go.
Duffers.
And you open up the whole universe, like another dimension in this small town. It could be in somebody's cupboard. It's crazy how he does it. What's up, Anthony Gonzalez Clark? Great to see you. 3 yo's for Shanth, 1 for Vaughn. I got to give him some yo's. Yo, Vaughn. So we got those. Yo. Those evened out. But it's and so yeah, like when I'm doing my work, I'm always thinking about, you know, just I don't mean scale in terms of the bigness of it, but I mean the possible scope that can come from a little tiny entrance point into a story, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You guys, oh yeah, like Lovecraft would do it.
Yeah.
Because he would do that unique perspective on stories and stuff. That kind of,
absolutely.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, big time. I just never got into him as much as I wanted to, I guess. I liked him, appreciated him, just never felt like he was a huge influence. Well, no, I should take that back, because when I was first started trying to write, I think I did try to write like him. And I wrote all about the details and the horror of it all, and then everything goes wrong. Everyone dies. That's the end or something. That's like that's when you first start writing. You're like, I'll kill everyone. Yeah, I'm awesome. Power. It's pathetic. It's stupid. But like, you're learning. You're figuring it out. So
yeah.
But I was trying to write about all the vivid details because of H.P. Lovecraft. So I'd call that an influence for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do a new layer. Try inking this. Try inking a girl.
Is it weird to work digital?
No.
I mean,
really
do you do
your
stuff in traditional? Your
I grew up inking comics with like an indie ink and a quill pen and the whole thing. Dude. I loved it. I
love it, man.
I loved it. Even a recent comic I did, I inked it by hand myself. I was printing everything off at Kinko's, which of course I guess is FedEx Kinko's, and inking at home, just hunched over, curving my spine, scoliosis style, baby, just to get the inks just right, just to get them perfect. And I mean, it came out okay. It's not great, but I mean, I like inking.
Yeah.
It's fun. An art to itself. You know.
I love the chat. Just a side note, man. I love these guys. Hello, gentlemen. I'd say Lovecraft influenced almost all the horror that followed him. I would agree with that. Absolutely. What happened to the first stream, Michael? It was a catastrophe of unbelievable proportions, man.
Disaster.
It went nuts. But I told everybody to pop on over here. It's bedlam. It's bedlam here tonight. It's crazy. What's up, Chad? Hey, Snuggy Jr. It's great to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I'm inking right now, says Metal Movies and Brewskis. Yeah, join us, guys. This is the thing, right? In addition to sharing ghost stories, sharing books we love, sharing all those stuff late at night when we were in our youth, terrifying people about the Wendigo. This was the other aspect that we were talking about recently, just behind the scenes, as we often do, which is, and actually you guys were with us when we had that conversation. But it was, do you want to do a stream where we get together and just do the comic book drawing thing? And if you guys are writers or artists, we want you to join along, and it's just, that's the fun of this stuff. That's the fun of CG.
Oh man, drawing with my friends was my favorite time growing up. And when I grew up, this weird realization kicked in. It's gone. I don't get to do that anymore. But now I do, baby.
That's right.
Now I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's fun. I don't draw very much. I'm usually writing, but I mean, when I want to, I'll sketch something out. I have been dabbling with the idea of drawing my own book. Just going for it, letting it not be pro, but just doing my bestest.
Yeah.
Giving you guys my bestest.
That's how we have to do it, man. It's like, I'm finally going to cover the wrestling match tonight. Broken Compass Comics is saying hello to everybody. Let's see what we've got in here. Oh, gosh. Everybody's popping in here now. It's great. Draw, ink, paint. Yeah, absolutely. Real Sean Crummell. Lovecraft feels mathematically correct. His explanations of other dimensions and creeping horror are so well thought out. Are so well thought out that it's hard to think horror even having another angle. Yeah, and what I always say is that I liked. He's got this quality that I really appreciate. I described my flavor of writing as finely detailed vagary. I like that. Yeah, the CG Virtual Studio is awesome. That's what I love about this stuff, guys. What do you guys think the rest of us are doing, Vaughn?
What?
Yeah, Michael says, "What do you think the rest of us are doing, Vaughn?" I don't know what that was in specific.
It's probably something really. Yeah, I bet I know. Okay.
Oh my god,
I hate it. I don't want to draw. No, I love drawing, man.
Yeah,
Let's see.
man.
Let's turn this off. See where we're at. Okay.
Boom! Look at you go, man.
Yeah, but I love drawing. So yeah, any excuse and to draw with you, Shanth. 'Tis an honor.
Oh my goodness, man!
I'm honored, sir.
Thank you, dear. It's wonderful to be here working. You know, I will tell you this, guys. We've got just crazy amounts of stuff going on at all time, and trying to make sure that what we're doing is entertainment. Sometimes it requires, and I need a belt for it because all my belts are so new school. They don't have the clips for it. Sometimes it means I have to get a new belt buckle. That's the key right there. The 2 Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
There you go. I used to have one with a Diamondback on it. Other times it's getting reference for Phantomas so that I can get the lighting and the angles I need. And so this is all the stuff that I'm always up to getting this workspace, you know? And we're having fun, guys. This is what it's about. You know, we just swapping stories. Man, it's like, I love this kind of thing, though. It's too fun.
Or we could be real evil with it. We could be like, whoop! Oh no!
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're doing
what is this?
Stuff.
What is this nonsense? Yeah. The bangs be out of control. This is like my imitation of 80s bangs.
Oh my lord. That's right, man.
Gleaming the cube. Look, we invented a new
Dr.
Seuss
Seuss
character.
Holy cow, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've been cut from the same cloth, man, for sure.
Let's see what these look like. Ow. Yeah, boring. You want to be able to shape the hair yourself, kids. You want to be able to shape the hair yourself. You want to be able to control the hair. What is this bizarre monstrosity of a pen? Ew, make it stop. Yeah, cool. But yeah, I love just hanging out. My process is usually just designing the characters, figuring it out. I don't sketch them at first. I do a lot of image searching. He's searching. This is very not a good brush either. What is this thing? Ew. So many bizarre brushes here, and I definitely don't read what these languages are at all, or read. What's this? A nice little shader. Shade under there a little bit.
Oh man, I'm
okay. Oh, that's cool. Cool.
Yeah,
cool. Chickadee in the forest.
Dude, I tell you, when I'm working, and this is the thing that is probably the strangest part of it for me is I can't really describe it because it doesn't really happen in a word-based form or a literary form. It really is almost like I've got this kind of, I know where the drawing is. I know about where it's located, but I don't know. I find it sort of as the paint does things. So when
you're carving it.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
It's like called, that's craft, isn't it? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
you're the teacher.
You're probably right. Well, it's like it's like a Rorschach test is like another way.
Well, you're letting the art reveal itself to you, just like Michelangelo talked about when he'd say the figure was already in the stone; it was just revealing.
I do feel that, yeah, definitely.
You feel it because you got to that point as a craftsman to where you can see it, you understand it, you're crafting now. You're not to be an artist is to be a seer for other people, and then you have a decision: are you going to like show them?
Yeah.
Are you going to bring it to them? And and how are you going to bring it to them? Are you going to be able to bring it to them in a way that astounds and lifts them up and makes them happy and entertains, you know?
And that's the crazy thing about it too. You know, I mean, we never know, like when we're doing this stuff, like when people react to the work that I'm doing, it's just wonderful. You know, I just look at it, I just think, man, this is crazy, you know, that people, because it's something that's been a part of my life for a very long time, but it wasn't anything that, you know, I didn't know it was a thing. I just couldn't stop drawing and painting, or not painting, but drawing. And I couldn't stop having ideas about different stuff. So it is, the CG Metalsmith Phoenix DM'd me. All right, I'll have to check that out. Just now? Let me see if I can figure stuff out here. Messages.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, there we go. Everyone had to close the stream because I started talking. All right, excellent. Yeah, I got you, brother. I got you. My man. What's up, Phoenix? But what do you call it? Yeah, better to be a seer than a seer. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean,
sometimes I feel I've seen too much, to be quite frank. But yes, I don't mind being a little medium who comes back and reports to you guys.
And this is the crazy thing.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like I want to report back the awesomeness, that I've seen, if that makes sense.
Totally,
and
man.
It comes in the form of beehive hairdos, apparently.
That's right,
like
man.
The B-52 style, right, coming at you. Boom.
Well, that's a whole
Boom.
aspect
Look
of
that.
Yeah, hairstyle is big for you, dude.
Oh, is it? Is that what?
Yeah, dude. For your ladies, you bet, man.
Oh yeah. Well, they all gotta be,
Yeah, it's like cool. It's one of the things I notice. So this is the Bob Ross part of the thing where I just go, here's what we're going to do. Let's get a little crazy.
Okay, kids.
We're just going to drop in some manganese blue right there, right into that dioxazine purple. And we're just going to
delicious.
let it go. Just see where it goes.
You kind of made me feel like I was on a cooking show, but I loved it.
That's how it works, man. It's like whenever I look at something and I go, all right, I've got a yellowish gold ground.
Okay,
and then I'm like,
long day.
drop some
I don't
blue.
need this. Okay. A long day. I'm sorry, I'm getting into her head,
Get into her head.
I don't need this. I just need to get plowed on the couch. That's all I need right now.
Man.
You got it.
I don't know if you're getting into her head at that point.
Got it, Mrs. Klaus.
I think you may have gone a little high with your aim.
You think I'm not getting into her head? It sounds to me like I'm getting into more than her head, buddy.
There you go. That's the way of the Vaughn folks.
I like her. I like her. She could easily be hot next door neighbor temptress or even wicked stepmother.
There you go.
What do you think?
Dude, let me tell you this. I'm very curious to see Terror in the Trenches. I'm gonna tell you why. Because your male figures, I don't know if I could say this. Your male characters always seem like there's this dynamic they have with the female characters that drives the story. And it like, don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but it's almost like Heidi is the best example I could use for that. Heidi from Monster MD. You really get this sense that without her, he's lost. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Vaughn has a thing for Karen, says Snuggy Jr. Look out. Ellie is saying the discovery process of writing or art crafting I call dancing with the muse. Absolutely. I do feel the conduit as the information
muse.
Right on. Yep. Eiko Ishioka did costumes for Bram Stoker's Dracula, Bram Stoker's, and it was amazing. I love her stuff. Vaughn has a thing for Karen's again. Snuggy Jr. I don't know. And Survive Infinity 0088 says, hail Shanth, Vaughn, and chat.
And let me put it to you guys this way: if Karen's got more love, maybe they'd shut up more often. They'd be more relaxed.
You may be correct.
They'd be a calm Karen.
He loves a challenge. He's trying to, but I'm telling you, Vaughn, don't be one of those dudes.
Calm Karen is a carry.
He's trying. Yeah, well, do you remember what happened in that movie?
Until you pour blood on her.
That's exactly right, man.
Just add blood to activate.
Vaughn just wants to save these ladies. Okay, that's what it is. He's trying to save.
I mean, I didn't say I was gonna take this chick out. I mean, she looks like she might, pay someone to kill me.
That's right.
I don't think she'd kill me. I think she'd pay someone, which is even lamer.
Yeah, it's even frustrating. Yeah, Heidi's CGB piece should have her bikini top down, says John. John.
How do you know it's not?
How do you know it's not? That's Vaughn brings the truth there. He brings the truth.
Ew, why are these weird pins? Where's some good ones? Where's some nice, weird, fun ones I can mess with? Where's like, I don't know. I need something. I want to do maybe. I feel like there should be. I have an idea. Let's try something. Let's do a new layer.
So here's my hey, what's up, Lake Geek One and Jordan Horst? Good to see you, my friend. A calm Karen is a Naomi. That's what I mean backwards. Is that wait? I'm moan back. Oh, dude, no. What is this creature you're painting, Sean? It's influenced by suggestion. I paint a Wendigo, man. That's so I'm just messing around with it and seeing what it is.
A Wendigo, huh? Should I paint a Wendigo too?
Yeah, do one, man. Absolutely. Careful,
Okay,
you might end up with Pulp Fiction. Ooh, that's true. Yeah, we might end up with Pulp Fiction indeed. We do love a little bit of pulp here, don't we? Yeah, I've been looking at God, you know what? Here's the problem with Comicsgate. All right, in a nutshell, everybody tells you cool stuff. All your fellow creators tell you cool stuff constantly that you can't talk about. So you get on the verge of going, "Oh, this from never mind." Can't talk about that. That's all.
Yeah,
but
it's the artist's life.
It is, man.
Especially when we're making so much cool shit.
Yeah,
my brush is all changed. I don't know what happened. See, this is all a new program to me too, so I'm kind of like dicking around. I'm experimenting. I want to draw a Wendigo. Let's go,
ooh, man.
Wendigo, go.
Wendigo, go.
Wendigo, go.
You gotta know.
Wait, let's do her. Let's do her. Let's do her first. She needs something else.
There we go. Yeah,
and it's called eyeshadow, dude. The
Yeah,
right
yeah.
time too.
Good people in the chat, man. It's great to see these folks. Yeah, I got a book that of Norman Saunders' work, and if you guys don't know Norman Saunders, he's influencing me right now on a lot of stuff. Let me zoom out so you guys can.
Are you guys vibing?
We're vibing, man.
Are you guys vibing? If one more person tells me they're vibing with something, I swear to God.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this artist.
Vibrate my fist. No, I'm just kidding.
These guys
you could vibe.
Had something special, man.
Who?
They just had something special, like the car right there. What happens in the CG think tank stays in the CG think tank. But I was looking at one of the things he's most famous for, in addition to doing. By the way, speaking of horror and creepiness, let me see if I can get this in frame here. Look at this stuff and how beautiful and crazy it is. And again, the artist's name is Norman Saunders, for those of you guys who are, keeping track of all the different stuff we look at. But what a lot of people know him for, and I'm sure, all this would know this, Antoine probably know this too, is he did a lot of artwork for various campaigns at the Topps Trading Card Company when they wanted to expand beyond baseball cards, and this is one of the things he worked on and created. There's some Mars Attacks for you folks.
Sweet.
And that card set influenced the movie and influenced so many people. But what I love about these guys is that they could paint from realism to cartoony perspective, detective stories. Gosh, look at these sketch pages here of the female figure and how fantastic these are. These people could draw, man. Then you've got the soldier here and all the accuracy of the reference that he's using, airplane engine in the background. These guys really knew their stuff. And I was talking with Gabe, and I think I even mentioned this on Michael's stream, that one of my heroes is who passed away, I think just this past year or last year, is this guy named James Bama, who was he did the Doc Savage covers that sold those books like hotcakes. And I love this guy's stuff. Hey, what's up, Shadowhawk Talks? Great to see you, man. Yeah, Harry B. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Ack. Yeah, Mars Attacks, man. Yeah. When to go? Well, that is up to the individual, Absolutely right. Yeah, man. The thing about what we're doing here is, and one of the things that is, you don't need a classroom to do in this day and age, but I used to use a classroom to do it, was to share books with people and share artists. And it's almost like it, when we're sharing, like, oh, this is something I use. Oh, have you tried this printer, or have you tried this? It just magnifies and exponentially multiplies our productivity, because you're suddenly getting ideas, you know, of where to look from kindred spirits. And that's really the best thing about all this stuff, man.
All my cool pens are gone. Wonderful.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know this program. I just got it, and I'm still learning. So it's fun. I know that. Oh, here they are. There it is. Beautiful. So I got it on with Wendigo.
So I'm going to make a recommendation, although I don't know if it's going to get me in trouble with the anti-Weeb Brigade. You know who you are. But the finest adaptation I've seen of H.P. Lovecraft is the manga adaptation of At the Mountains of Madness, and it is freaking amazing. I've never seen anybody draw airplanes, mountainscapes, anything with historical accuracy and detail like that in modern times in Western comics. Certainly not the density with which he's doing it. I mean, he's drawing like hundreds of things that are period accurate all over that. If you have not seen it.
What is this again?
Oh, man. Because you asked me. Every time someone asks me about this book, I've got to see if I can find it. Hang on a second, guys.
Okay.
I've got to know it's got to be done, dude.
Okay.
You know how we are.
No.
Stall for me. I'm in the room, but stall.
Stall. Oh, my God. So I have to draw Wendigo. Man, those things caught on in pop culture, and there's a style of drawing them now where it basically is like this. It's like this. Well, hold up. Let's start over. Yeah, that's okay. So you.
If you hear a book avalanche, you know.
They're basically like this. This with some coming off.
Yep.
And then they're like and then black bodies, a lot of fur, whatever, oogie boogie skull. They have an animal skull for a head, kind of like deer antlers coming off, sharp teeth, claws. That's how people be drawing them, right?
Yes.
All right. I got to come up with something new then.
So anyway, when people were asking the question, why are people looking to manga? This is an interior right here from this book, At the Mountains of Madness. These are interior illustrations of this. You know, this is part 2 of the series, and this is
who's the artist?
Oh God, help me! I don't want to butcher anybody's name. Is it Gao Tanabe? Is that right?
Okay.
Or Go Tanabe? I'm not sure. Someone in the chat might know better how to pronounce it.
Is he the guy that did he do that Frankenstein adaptation as well?
May have. Look at this, dude. Look at this interior.
Man. No, that looks so cool.
Yeah, The Hound is one of my favorite Lovecraft short stories. But dude, look at these interior shots, these wide shots. Like,
damn, somebody wanted to do it right. I mean, we have all kinds of crazy HP stuff here, but that looks cool too. Dude, I've never seen that one.
I mean, what the hell? This is madness. You got to, you got to look at the people who are really, well, what is it Mike Tyson says? You have to bring it to get it. You know, you gotta look at the people, look at the scale of them running, you know, and the bricks and the stones are getting thrown around. But unfortunately, what this book doesn't have as much of, actually, there it is some of the period accurate airplanes, the scale of the mountains, there's a really great, I'm going the other direction. I want to go in this direction. There we go. There they are beginning to explore. Here's the scope. Remember when we were talking with Eric about like the scale on a certain panel? I can't talk about any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look at the scale that they go for. It's just
great.
Unbelievably epic. But yeah, here's a shot of the airplane flying. Looks like it's dang pointillism. And there's the plane over the city as it's coming into focus. And I mean, you look at this stuff and you're like, in this little tiny panel. My wife's only problem with this book is she goes, this person's work is too detailed to have this small. Like if you're our age, this is tiny. Like this is a tiny. Look at how small this is. You know, it's small even for manga, man. This should be a prestige format, larger piece, because scenes like this.
Manga doesn't. Yeah. Oh, they do for sure. But yeah, manga doesn't mind. You know, they compact.
They do it. They do it, man. So yeah, what you were saying about the Wendigo is absolutely true.
Yeah,
that is like once somebody comes up with a way of looking at it, you know, it's hard. Like those things take over, and you have to take some time and reinvent it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah. John, Shanth, can you differentiate pointillism? Oh, for God's sake, from stippling for me. I'm gonna pitch that to Vaughn. No.
No. Pointillism's the dots, bro.
Hey, Justin Buckley, good to see you. Yeah.
There.
Maybe a Becky Clunen's work. Yes. Yeah. The difference between stippling and pointillism, I don't know that I would ever describe them as having a big difference, but I know there is, unfortunately.
Go to Stippling Vaughn's channel and ask him. Right. He did a sweet stippling Terror in the Trenches piece.
Yes, guys, your recommendations, by the way, are appreciated and chased. The best thing, Michael was talking about this the other night. I'm going to take it down a little bit here, folks. But Michael was talking about this the other night when he was saying that you know and he was on Camel Moon's channel, Hail Camel Moon, with Rob Arnold as well, and they were saying that there's so much positive and great stuff to talk about. There's our books, there's our projects, there's all of the amazing stuff going on. But I would rather share things and be an advocate for the things I'm passionate about than the things that I hate. And this is the crazy thing about CG, right? And about our space, right? Is that you are free to do, however, the caveat is you are free to do whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, if I ever care to tell someone what to do. But for me, I don't have enough life probably left on this planet to tell people all of the things I'm into. Like, you know, I just read this book, look at this artist, check this thing. Yeah, you just got to show them like every second you can. Pointillism is usually forming something with dots that you can see from far away, whereas stippling is more of a textured way of shadowing things. Elliot, hail and thank you. Much love. Googled it. Stippling and pointillism both utilize small dots for creating art, but stippling is completely solely in black and white, while pointillism uses color. Well, my gosh, Matt Yackey, speaking of geniuses and color, excellent segue. Stippling is a technique. Pointillism is the movement motivation for the style. My God, we've got too many smart people in this chat.
Beautiful.
Real Sean Crummel. Stuff I love is what my channel focuses on. Guys, check out that channel, and please drop a link to it in the chat mods. Nobody wants to watch that, though. It's true. It's absolutely true. Vaughn and I are actually going to start a new channel that's just us looking at NECA figures. We may even do a live stream of getting a bunch of people together, and we'll have a war on a big piece of carpet with our NECA figures. Go old school. And hail Matt Yackey. It's great to see you, brother.
Yeah.
And a super chat from General Piggy, my man. I salute you. Hail to the king, baby. And you know, when you say hail to the king and you send a super chat, I gotta get the girls, you know. So here you go. It's a shame what happened.
Crying shame.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. 3 definitions were unique. Nice. Yeah. We've got great stuff. I'd watch that. Yeah, dude. Pointillism is when I'm feeling artsy. Stippling is when I need to make fast money on a Friday night. There you go. Hail, Matt. Yeah. Kirby clustering is a good one too. Big and small dots. Yes. I love that stuff, man. Yeah. Oh, there's a link. Stephen Rockwood is the man from Amsterdam. We grew up together in Chattanooga. That's what our story is, and we're sticking to it. But yes,
Chattanooga, Chaka Choo Choo.
Dude,
won't you choo choo me home?
That's right. Ghost waifus.
Chattanooga choo choo.
Who was Camel? Someone was going off about that the other day. I don't know who it was. If it was Rob Arnold or if it was Ethan. I think it was Rob Arnold. Yeah, indeed. Angela Curry, laugh out loud. I know, right? My confusion is
sounds like a Rob thing.
Too soon. Here you go. Real Sean Crummel. Hey, listen, we take care of our folks in Comicsgate. You know how that is, man. Salutations, my friends, indeed. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. If you don't have people to make artwork with, if you don't have kindred spirits, it really is just one of the worst feelings in the world, you know? And I think that's probably
being alone. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I mean, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Well, it's true.
Being alone is just is one of the true like unspoken tragedies of human existence, and so we get to use things like this to draw with our friends again, like when we were kids. Did you draw comics earlier on because that's how you could express yourself, because the dyslexia was just kind of a asshole?
Oh gosh.
Pain in the ass?
It's interesting. It's there's a lot of that wrapped up in that. Like when I could draw, and you were talking about being alone, and I wanted friends. And I met a guy who was just so nice to me. And let's not harass him, but you know what? I love putting his name out there because he's a good dude. His name is Zachary Hartford Cullis, because when you have a brain like mine, you have a memory that's very terrifying. And you can remember the first, middle, last name up to a certain year when your brain tapped out. And the thing about it for me is that he was like, you should draw comics. And he would have me over to his house and we would draw together. I talked to him a couple of years ago, just first time we talked in maybe 20 something years. And I said, dude, I want to thank you for this. He's like, what are you talking about? We just hung out and I would do my like little chicken scratches and you'd be doing these like amazing things next to me. And I was like going, but I was drawing with like, I was like, I never remembered it that way, Vaughn. That's someone else's description. It's like when, and he didn't mean it in a negative way, but it's like when you describe this like incredible time you had and someone was like going, really? I thought it was a shit time, you know, like, or I didn't know you cared. Like nothing, they hated it. He didn't say that, but he was like, oh, it was fun, but I didn't think it was that I was doing anything for you. And I was like, you were, dude. I was like,
oh,
you
come
were,
on.
You were
oh yeah.
When
you're training for the Olympics, no one's there to like be there for you. Okay. Uh-huh. No one's there biking alongside you at all, but as part of your training. Yeah. People forget that. It's with artists, it's easy to forget because it's not a sport, right?
When you're a kid, it's not. I don't know. Maybe some people, you know, are in different, you know, situations. I can't speak to that. But for myself, I did not have a lot of people who were enthusiastic about art the way he was, and the people I saw who were the most supportive, the most enthusiastic, were these crazy comic book people who were like, draw me a picture of Wolverine. I have this idea for a character or this D&D character. Will you draw it? Those are the people who saved my life, man. And they're doing this again, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They
ignite your imagination at a young age too, those friends. Like I miss those friends, man.
Freaking everything, man.
I miss them. They changed your world. For a bit, you want to be like, you want to keep up, you want your imagination to keep up with theirs.
Yes.
And then it turns into this constant, like, I don't know, obsession.
Yeah. Those fearless, fun conversations. You remember those?
Well, we were just always trying to see who could make the most badass thing, which was part of the fun, like the most badass motorcycle guy with the spikes on it and the machine gun, the flamethrowers, the missile launchers, the what have yous. And then I saw someone draw a Ninja Turtle, and I was just like, "Oh shit, that's all I want to do."
Oh, dude, I gotta share something with you. I was looking at the Eric July's character Isom because I'm fascinated by anything really that's new, and with our brothers and sisters here in Comicsgate, and this is the thing for me, man. It's like I saw this.
I saw
indeed. I saw this.
I saw.
Darn. Okay, can't show that. There's like, well, no, because it's like Gabe was telling me he wants me to do a painting of Yaira, and he sent me the turns for her, and I was like, oh, that's great. That'll make my life a little easier. Let me see here. Let's see, file. Open with, this is how old I am. Open with, I can say it out loud as I do it. It's like, well, someone stole my back pills. And so I was thinking about doing a painting of the main character. And why is Vaughn drawing chitterlings? What are chitterlings? I don't know what that is.
Critters?
Oh, geez,
Does he
I
mean
love
critter?
that.
Does he mean critterlings?
Maybe. I love
Critters.
critters though. If that's what he's talking about, right on.
Yeah,
It's the Shanth talk along. It is, dude. Prater7, what's up? Does anyone know what channel Jack show comes on tonight and when? I think it's on Cecil's channel. Last I checked.
Cool.
Also, hi. Hey, what's up, brother? I think it's on Cecil's channel. I went to art school for 7 years. I think I'm most proud of the kids' diploma for comic art I got in middle school from the community college. Some of the best Saturday morning drawing comics with others. You're absolutely right, man. So this is the thing. If I can figure out how to share this, this is how I think about character. If this makes sense here, share screen, share a window. And we'll do this, share, and then how the hell do I add this to a stream? I'm just going to try. Everything will probably go sideways when I do, but bear with me. Oh, okay. Went right there. So when Eric was talking about this character living out on a ranch, I know nothing more about this character. I said, I love the idea. I started thinking of Superman in The Dark Knight Returns, where he's standing on the rock, or Clark Kent. And he goes, it's just this, the sky and the whatever, and it's him, as if it was all made for him, if he's the reason why it's all there. And I thought, how cool would it be to have this superpowered hero who's out on a ranch and he's like kind of like Doc Savage, about to climb on a horse and go for a ride, because that's how he rolls. And I just, and thinking about what the ranch looks like.
I always liked Superman in Kingdom Come, where he's like, bearded and like lifting up the tractor and just being.
And he's
like,
got he's recreating
classic, like, that was always a great imagery
on
and like classic Superman for me. Yeah.
Sorry, gang, it's on Anna's channel. I was wrong. Angela Curry's right. But yeah, that was the whole thing for me, which is, how do you start to create, these visions, these stories that people get, oh, chitlins. Chitterlings meant chitlins. Don't ask me how I know. There you go. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing that's so fun about it, making this stuff, as real and believable. Like when I think about the Wendigo, a character I've been thinking about a lot that's probably affecting much of what I do is Swamp Thing. I don't know why I've been thinking about Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing so much lately, man, but it has been. I blame Phil Diaz.
It's been in your head. Oh,
dude,
okay.
Yeah, Phil's a massive fan of Swamp Thing. Oh my god, yeah, he loves Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing. Aaron Lopresti too, for that matter. While we're talking about Swamp Thing fans.
I saw the movie as a kid and I fell in love with Swamp Thing and Adrienne Barbeau and her big Barbeaus.
Mm-hmm.
Her big Barboes. And the rest, like for me, from then on, all things Swamp Thing to me are just cool.
Yeah, it's a great design, man.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
One of my favorite album cover designs I got to do was for my brother's punk band. His album was called Swampy Seconds. And so I did, that classic picture from the old French Beauty and the Beast, where the Beast is like,
of course,
holding her dramatically. She's, the old French Beauty. Yeah. So like I did a rendition of that, but the Beast is Swamp Thing for Swampy Seconds.
Oh my God, dude.
Holding the chick.
Did I tell you that when I went to that Kirk Hammett movie poster exhibition, that he has an original of the poster from that movie, like an original from the time.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah. No. From Beauty and the Beast.
The 19
yes
13 or whatever it is. I forgot when it was made.
The 1933 King Kong standee. There's two of them left.
I saw that.
He spent I can't even imagine, probably 30 million or 5 or 6 million. Who knows? I don't know what he spent on that. But yeah, the Beauty and the Beast is like an original print.
It's a lot of guitar solos, dude. That's a lot of guitar solos.
Seriously. Well, Master and Puppets, man, hail. That was just beautiful. I've been listening to that song again because I loved it. I had the tape back when I was a kid. Yeah. And so hearing it again, it was snapping me back to the, whatever it was, 8th grade or whatever. 7th grade, I think. But,
Duffer Brothers. The Duffers. You
gotta stop them.
If they're pretty good, I was thinking today about how I got really annoyed with Papa. Like always explaining everything in these metaphors. Like 11, you have to understand 11. It's like this pencil, and you know he's gonna break the pencil, but he talks for like 5 minutes, and then he like finally breaks it. You know, and you're just like,
you're always waiting for her.
Stop
to say,
it! There's two of you. There's two duffers. Like one of the other duffers has to go do that sucks. You know,
I think that that's the one where I want 11 to go. So it's kind of like your brain. It's like what I'm about to do. I'm snapping it.
11, like, could I have more syrup, please? 11, you have to understand this syrup is like our oil reserves. And you're like, shut up, dude. Stop making everything a long-winded metaphor, Papa. We get it, you know.
Here's your question.
11, we can't do that. You're going to explode.
Are you talking about Barbeau's from Blue Lagoon?
Oh.
Like,
you talking about Brooke Shields?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about. The Barbeau's from Blue Lagoon. There you go, John. Yeah, John's having fun tonight, man. He's always having fun. Thank you guys for being in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. We've got 30 people in here now. I do know the Jack Show will be starting up at some point. And this is the thing I want you guys to remember. We're going to just keep sketching and working until we aren't sketching anymore. And feel free to come back for breaks here if you need, some sorbet between horror. The real horror show, man. Oh, I still don't know how Matthew Modine came back this season. Yeah, I'm struggling with that one too.
Wasn't he dead?
Ooh, I'm seeing it this Saturday. Very cool. Paint the nipples. You always say that, Stephen Rockwood. Spoiler. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, sorry, real Sean Crummell. Yeah. I couldn't believe Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Stranger Things. That was amazing. Jack Show on time would be one of the.
He was dead the whole time, it turns out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Mm.
Oh.
I will tell you this, without spoilers, for those of you guys who are not interested in spoilers. What do we got? Angela Curry just posted. Yeah. Oh yeah, closing off the mic. Turn off the mic. Yeah, I know. We'll behave. Nah, Angela hasn't seen it yet. Oh, sorry. Angela, I'm so sorry.
Dang. Has anybody called the number on the pizza van?
Oh, dude. Yeah, my kids did that the other day. Hilarious, man.
Hey, man. I recommend our pineapples. Yeah, that guy rules. I like the stony bony dude. What's his name again? Argyle.
Oh my god,
Argyle.
Dude. I love
Argyle. I was gonna give this guy like weird little creepy arms and stuff, but maybe I'll make him.
Oh shoot, dude! I don't have your thing up. Hang on a second. What am I doing?
No, that's okay.
There you go.
I suck.
The face too. What, dude? What are you? You're so crazy, man.
I'm such a sloppy artist.
So, are you saying this is the thing? Here's my question, man. For me, on the other, like, having been in this situation many a time where I'm like painting and drawing with someone having a good time, and they're like, "Oh no, dude, I suck."
And then suddenly they roofie you. What? I'm not going to roofie you.
Is this to be my lot in life forever? I was having a good time, and the other person's like, "Yes,
roofie them."
Oh man, what am I gonna do? It is what
make art until you die.
That's right. Send super chats. Hit that like. That'll get me through this, kids. That'll get me through this. Thank you, General Piggy. By the way, Argyle was in dire. That's exactly. This ain't Christmas music. This is Christmas music. Yeah, I love that song, man. I play it all the time. Best Christmas songs. It was December 24th, and I was out in the park. God, I love that.
Okay.
Run, DMC. Gotta love it, man.
Christmas songs can be depressing.
Yes, they can be.
When you're alone.
Especially. Well, all I can tell you is that
Have you ever had a lonely Christmas?
God, I've always wanted to be. Well, actually, that's not true. I won't say that.
You've always wanted to be lonely?
Yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be alone on Christmas.
You were like, I just want to draw.
Yeah, dude, it's scary, dude. It's really. I like getting people presents and stuff for the family, but I got to be honest with you, like my favorite thing about any of those things is the season, and like the like I love. It's one of those times where we get, hey, what's up, Dale? Hey, great to see you. Demogorgon got pop in the first season. Yeah, that's right. Vaughn's is more terrifying. I agree. That's right. Numero uno. That's right. Let me see here. Where are we? Whoa, it just jumped big time. Argyle's in Die Hard. Yes, in the first Die Hard movie, he was in the limo. He was a limo driver. Yeah, Argyle was totally underrated. He gave great, like, guy advice, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
won't you ring my there you go. Best character ever. I dare any of you to deny Die Hard. It is no, dude. I never have. It is my Christmas movie. I love those
I love
movies,
that movie.
man. I watch Die Hard 1 and 2 every Christmas, man.
And here's a little fun fact. When they first released trailers, audiences were so used to Bruce Willis just being the funny guy on Moonlighting that people laughed. People were laughing. Okay, that which must have been scary, you know, at the time if you were working on the movie. But yeah, it can get bad. It can get bad real quick. And yet, classic, like all time, one of the greatest action movies you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, you know, do you remember
I don't know
when,
how else to describe it.
You know what something was really funny is when we launched Comicsgate and the mainstream laughed. Remember that?
You saying we're funny like a clown?
Like I use you like a
We
clown. No,
amuse you,
funny
we
how? No,
amuse
you
you.
said.
Yeah, they did laugh. They
Yeah.
laugh. They always, you know, look, for being so inclusive, they've done everything they can to like cast us off, silence us, blacklist us.
Yes.
Yeah, they laugh, yeah.
Hail Cranberry Langers.
But they
Michael
underestimate.
Bancroft, Home Alone 1 and 2 are our Christmas movies. Michael, let me tell you something, okay?
Home Alone rules, man.
Like, I watched Die Hard
It was insane.
and Die Hard 1 and 2 because I cannot take the freaking violence in Home Alone 1 and 2. Like, you could have a Die Hard chaser after Home Alone for the real world adult pain that's dished out. What's up, Bretsky the Great? Cranberry Langers. Great to see you, Cranberry. How you doing? And do you know what I'm saying? I mean, that is some painful stuff if you're a parent.
It's so amazing.
Dude. Yeah.
To watch. Like, it's so visceral. And you're
visceral.
laughing your ass off with your family, which is like the best thing to do around the holidays.
Yeah.
But our family Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation. I mean, we all get hammered.
Oh, dude, love that one.
We
yeah,
have
Gremlins
to.
is a
It's
great
not
one
Christmas
too.
without it. Yeah. I've been in the mood to watch RoboCop lately, man.
Oh, dude, we could definitely. I think that
I'm
almost
a
is horror
RoboCop
crossover
movie.
right there. I will tell you this, guys. Oh, I've told you that, right?
What?
That my mother-in-law became friends with Mrs. RoboCop, Murphy's wife, the actress, and she personalized signed a photo of herself as Mrs.
cool.
RoboCop to me, man. I love it.
Oh, Mrs.
Warlock
RoboCop. That's
Hale.
cool.
Yeah, dude. I will tell you this, guys. Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life is such a massive influence on me, but an influence on what I'm doing with Shanth and Jetty Art. That's why it says Made with Liberty in the USA when I end a lot of my videos, is because his film company was Liberty Films. And that's what the opening logo is for It's a Wonderful Life. I freaking love it, dude. Yeah, he was a real American genius, man, as an artist.
Yeah.
He just did some just sick stuff, man. Such a great artist.
Man.
Now we're just going to drop a little bit more of that eye in there.
Sloppy artist. Some weird, mysterious people doing weird, mysterious things.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why the heck I'm slumming it here with one of those comic skaters who has a 6-figure campaign, you know? Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You're talking about me again?
Yeah, but your latest campaign, it's only at 70K. Who's laughing now?
Me all the way to the bank.
Yeah, man, that's right, baby.
I'm proud of this campaign, man. It's worth
You
six
should
figures.
be proud of
It's
this
worth
campaign,
it.
dude.
It's you know it deserves it, but if it doesn't get it, that's cool because there's two other books on the way that might do better. They might not. I don't know. I feel like if people get into the story, they'll be back for more. So we'll see what happens.
Vaughn, I'm sorry, we got a question here. Warlock's wife wants to know what program you are using to draw.
We're using Clip Studio Paint. I found them saying, "Hey, you can buy this for only $50." And I'm like a Photoshop dork, so I was apprehensive, but like I was like, $50 isn't that bad for like the full thing, you know, without any monthly nonsense. Like everyone's always trying to do these days.
God,
so
man.
I just got it. I'm still learning it. Obviously, I'm like messing around, but it has all these pins you could download for free that people have made, and you can do some pretty cool things. G pins are what you usually see people use in manga, and that's what I'm messing around with right now. I've never done this mess with these before. You got some crazy thicks, but some crazy, look at the thins. You can go thicky, thinny, thicky to thin, thick, thin. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. But yeah, that's what we're gonna mess with, Japanese style today. I've been wanting to draw my own comic.
Chat, Vaughn is available. I just want to point that out. If that sultry voice just right then describing his drawing process speaks to you.
Yeah, I'm available for children's parties. I do clown, I do magic. I do some stand up.
Oh my god. Yeah, and Michael Bancroft was like, laugh out loud, only 70K. What a loser. I know. Dude.
I know, man.
Right? Doing comics. The mainstream is mocking us. Cranberry Langers, congrats, Von Klaus. Shanth, your campaign will get there. Hey, listen, guys, I am grateful for all of it. You know, it's been awesome. And yeah, I'm moving ahead. I'm very confident we're going. We're gonna get there. You're right. Vaughn, thanks, says Warlock, for letting them know. Yeah, Clip Studio is a steal once a year sale. Yes. Wait, yeah, Clip Studio is a steal once a year sale. Okay, gotcha. I only draw in CSP now. There you go. But I only use one pen. One is all you need. Sounds like a Beatles song.
One should be all you need. I mean, I'd rather just never have to change pens either. But I like them. I'm liking messing around with all these. There's something about it I kind of like.
John, behave. Thin to thicky is Vaughn talking about his dating life. I don't know. Oh my god.
Was it Wesley Snipes who said, I don't care how famous you are, if you're Brad Pitt or not, or what your name is, you've been with a few thickies in your life. Yeah.
Oh hell, speaking of crowdfunding.
He said we've all been with a fatty in our life. I mean, I like thickies. I like thick girls. Not overly so,
Well, listen,
gets a little too thick, I have my limits.
All right, guys.
Limits.
I have to show this to you. And yeah, listen, man, hail. I'm with you, fellas. ENJETI and Klaus, Evening Gents, Christmas in July. Any Rammstein song by Klaus. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
let me see here. It's
one of my favorite Christmas songs is a Rancid did a Christmas tune.
Oh, really? Nice.
Called This Christmas She Got Up and Left Me. And it goes, this Christmas she got up and left me. It's great. It's fun.
Dude. So
fun for the whole family.
As Bob Ross would say, right now we're gonna get a little crazy. All right.
Is that what did he ever say that?
Yes, he did.
About the,
like,
okay.
It's gonna be your bravery test.
Get a little crazy.
So here's where I take, now that I've got purple, I'm gonna take a really bright orange and like straight out the tube cadmium orange medium. And I'm just going to drop that in there just to create a contrast moment of some light kind of going underneath there.
Oh,
and that's the stuff that makes it fun.
That's the magic.
I mean, and then I'm going to take some yellow. I'm going to take some Van Dyke white. No,
Van Dyke white, like as in Dick Van Dyke, like his show was so white.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was Van Dyke brown. I forget what his white was.
Okay.
Liquid white. He'd use his liquid white. That's what it was. Always his liquid white. But I'm going to take this yellow with a little bit of white. And then I'm going to go and I'm just going to work into the edge right there just so that it gets in like a little bit brighter of a highlight, almost like it kind of fades out. And then I'm just going to move that around.
What are you doing?
And that's how we do it, guys. That's how we start to make the color fun. And then we go right back over that. And then we've got what we need. Right up to there. And then what I get to do is I can kind of make it look like that's there's light coming from behind the figure. And then I can go and put another, like a darker, almost like outline shadow right there. And that'll start to make this have a little bit more depth and dimension right there. And I can even sort of turn that back by, go ahead, Vaughn.
Is that not like carved? It sounds like you're describing carving.
Yes,
light.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I love, lately when I'm doing creepy creatures or even backgrounds, one of my favorite aesthetics in the world is the look of bristlecone pine trees. You know, the oldest trees in the world. And it's oh, Michael, you just gave me a great idea. Why it gotta be white. Evening, what's up, Blue Daddy Narrations? Great to see you. Andrew Wilson, great to see you. I feel like a long time no see, my friend. It's great to see you. Don't do it, Mad Lad. Don't do it. Yeah. I'm gonna use a new one. You guys inspired me, Michael, with that. It's pronounced to white. All right. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna take that brush, beat the devil out of it, and then I'm gonna go in here. And I'm just going to go right in here. Oh, let me get a little bit more of this right here. I got to get some more paint out the tube, folks. But I'm going to go in here, get some white out of that tube right there. And here's the surprise.
Just a little more white. Even though the Democrats are going to hate me for it.
That's right. Here we go.
Just a little more.
And then I'm just going to go in right in here with a little bit of that Malin white. That's right. Right into that Malin white.
Malin milk. Just a little milk coming out.
A little bit of that Malin white boy summer.
A little bit of that calcium of the wolf, calcium of the lupine.
That's right. That's right. Just drinking a little bit of that, wolf milk.
A little bit of that.
And it's like a casing paint. We cure it with the wolf milk to get our Malin white.
Get that Malin white. So pure that white.
Just like
so pure it makes liberals uncomfortable. That's right. It's that
I'm dying. What's up, E-Rose? Good to see you, my friend. There you go. He always chuckled after beating the devil out of it. He did. You got to. Can Shanth or Vaughn grow a fro? I think we both can, but we got to be committed to it. What's up, E-Rose? Great to see you, my friend. Michael Bancroft. If you guys saw that horror movie trailer I played at the beginning, the killer is Bob Ross, and I'm not even done with that trailer yet. I'm going to layer in some of his quotes out of context, which is, all right, now we got to go and we're going to take the knife. When he uses his palette knife, he frequently says that. Yeah, that's a special one-drop white mix. Michael, I don't know how many people are going to get that, but please don't explain it. Just a smidge too white, just one drop. Oh, God. That's right, folks. We're going to go in there with that Malin white. Man, I'm using a Malin white. That's what it is.
I'm so bad at drawing. Oh my god! Oh, it's fun though. It's fun messing around.
This is the thing that work out a little bit about people is that when I'm working, how do I even word it? Whenever I'm working and I'm doing stuff, I'm not thinking about it, and I used to think, oh, well, that's just something because I've been doing it for a while. And then I started learning how to play the violin. And the thing I realized was, nope, it's true even at the beginning level. It's totally true. Yeah. You know? It's like, don't get struck for the Bob Ross trailer. Yeah. It's, there was a lot in that. Have you seen the Bob Ross trailer? It's rough, man. Horrible.
No one can tell.
Yeah. Malin White Summer. Yeah, I think we'll be struck by Friday the 13th, part 3. By the way, I will tell you this, guys.
Soldiers.
I did a lot of work to get that thing started. It's a start right now, but it was fun because Vaughn had me dying. He had the chat dying with the Camp Hippie screw, and I just started going, I got to do something funny. It's part of the lore, man. Have some fun.
That was great. Thank you. It's fun.
Yeah,
you always add these great touches to Comics Gate with a little video contributions. I like them.
Dude, I didn't even know what I was getting into.
Seen some shit. See, he went to the Mountains of Madness.
That's right, man.
He saw the things unfathomable. The things that make men mad, you see. Mad.
I think that's what Bob Ross saw in Alaska. Maybe he was seeing the Mountains of Madness, man. That's what he's painting.
Probably just his ex.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Oh, man.
This guy. Yeah. Ross, man. He was a good painter.
Yeah, he was.
Because he made you feel like you could paint too.
Right on.
And he did it in a fun way that made people just feel good. And if you could do that with your channel.
Yep. Oh, yeah, totally.
Everybody's going to show up for your little happy trees or happy Wendigos.
Yeah, you can teach. I really do think you can teach anyone who's motivated competency with painting. It's not like you can the how do I word it? There's the talent and the skill, and then the work ethic combination that's just unbeatable if you've got both. Those are very rare. And the biggest mistake people make and they don't realize is that the work ethic component is actually, you can have a career. Most of my heroes and my aspiration as an artist is to be as good as I can possibly get. But my bar has always been, or my goal has always been, just at the very least, make sure you're competent. Because, and be one of like those pulp artists I buy books on.
Right.
Oh, they weren't rock
You're
stars.
way more than competent, though, God, man.
But I mean to say, though, you know,
jamming out. I'm the one who's like, well, at least make it like you can tell what's going on, you know?
But you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's like, I look at people, my heroes, and the people I look at. Bob Ross hated the fro. That's right. He got it to save money on haircuts, and then it became his brand, man. Bob saw a future with no white boy froze. That's right. Hail, Matt Yackey. It's great, Matt. I'm looking directly in front of me. When I look directly in front of me, I see the spine of the remastered, colored Youngblood that you did the colors for, the original, and that was his best. So thank you, Matt, for coloring that book. It's beautiful. Shanth, are your brushes nylon or sable? Mine are nylon for this. For acrylics, it slides off of there. Better to use the Princeton Studio synthetics. Bob saw a future with no white boy summers. Yeah, guys, for anybody in the chat who wants to know about my supplies, the color I use is the acrylic heavy body Malin white. And we need to get that trending. Shanth only paints with Malin white.
Yeah.
That's it. Folks, deal with it. Coach is always right. And if we get to, I forget what the number is I gave, but if we get to, what was it I said? I think I said, was it 50K? Still haven't figured it out yet. Which one I said? I'll go back and check streams. I'll check tape.
30K, we're going to get some weathers.
Yeah, 30K we get weathers, and 50K I name the werewolf character after John Malin. That was the plan. Because,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I wanted to have a namesake character.
Okay, I know.
That is the key. Gotta give some love to the coach, man. That's how it is.
Definitely.
That's how it is.
That's how
Let's
it
see here, Malin White, real Sean Como, gross. Oh yeah, did you see the episodes where Bob Ross had a squirrel little friend who crawled in his fro? Yes, that was the pocket squirrel, and you better believe it. You could not stay angry while watching Bob Ross. It's totally true. Pull it up.
You just love him, you know.
Coach says white is all right. That's right. He says white. That's right. He does. He's a little rascal. That coach.
Get it up here.
One of those little doers. That's right.
It should be up here. Bigger, more collar, more popped collar.
You know what's...
If everybody has a popped collar in the book,
yeah, dude,
I probably wrote it.
So here's a question I have for you, man. Like when I'm drawing and painting and doing all of this stuff, it's the finish is important, and the finishes have improved and evolved over time. But the biggest thing for me is it's how I think. You know what I mean? Like, because you don't write the description of your characters, you draw them, right? Like when you're figuring them out, it's drawing. Am I correct?
Yeah. I mean,
Hail.
I see them.
Yeah. So it's the same thing, right? I mean,
and I do have to draw them. It's like part of the process for sure. It just has to happen, you know.
Because that's what I figured. Like when you were showing me all that stuff, I mean, you showed it. I think you showed it last stream, but all your character designs for how you envisioned Terror Man, and it was all there. It was amazing.
Yeah. It's the when I was in high school, Batman Animated, this book came out that showed
I had that book. Loved it.
All the character designs for Batman the Animated Series, and then when they revamped them for the New Adventures, and it was just kind of a mind blower for me and made me sit around designing characters instead of just drawing. You're suddenly doing character design sheets and wanting to design your own characters for your stories. Yeah. And like be able to like show them to an artist and be like, yeah, like this is what it looks like, man. You know? And so, yeah, I've been doing that since school. So it's always been a love of mine.
Yeah, man.
So that was the joy of it, was like I couldn't get this terror out of my head, this black terror that I was like, dude, this is just, he's too cool. He will sell, you know, he just needs a chance, you know. And it just, you drew him not because I was planning on, yeah. First you're painting him because you're just like, I can't get him out of my head. I have to get this down, you know?
Yeah.
And then before you know it, you're painting him and drawing him, or drawing him and handing it to an artist going, can we make this? Do you think we could make this? Make it awesome? So yeah, it's
leap of faith, man. You did
when my character designs came out, I was like, man, this is too cool. Like, I don't want to pass up a really cool opportunity to my version of a known superhero.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, that it's kind of crazy to do what I did. It's a very uphill battle to win people over for something like this. I knew that
competition too, right?
Did I?
Well, I mean, not really, but with Dynamite doing the book too, right?
Oh, and yeah. I guess so. You could look at it that way. You could look at that. I mean, I did look at them as someone I wanted to beat in a way. Tell a real story, you know. But I don't know. It was more about just giving Terror what I saw as his due.
Yeah.
Like he deserved better as a character. And I'm never going to get to write Wolverine or any of those guys. So I was just kind of like, maybe I should.
You talked about Wolverine a few times, man. So was that your character? Was that your guy?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what got when I was going into the comic shops as a kid, it was for Wolverine and Ninja Turtles and Punisher.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
We've got Lord Crackhead 33. Hail, Jeremy, in the chat. It's good to see you, brother. You're the man. Yeah, everybody's singing your praises lately, Jeremy, because you're kicking so much ass, man, for CG, and we're grateful for it, man. Teflon Ron, Hail Cranberry Langers, and then we've got Wife Likes It Shiny, Mel B. Jeez. Jeremy 33 from Past Master Dan. It's great to see all of you guys here in the chat. Hit like and make sure you're subscribed if you're not. We do fun stuff like this all the time. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, man, I loved Wolverine. There was this kid who did a Wolverine drawing, and I was just like, can I please have that to photocopy it when I was at school? I admired so many other artists.
You wanted to study it at home. And
yeah, dude, I loved to have it.
Was he like, sure, brah?
No, he was like no, actually, because like a lot of, us when we're starting out, it's like, why?
I can take it home and study it, you dick.
I know, because how many people, like, I mean, I know that you can't just, copy.
So what happened? Let me guess. You had to copy it right there on the spot.
No, he let me take it and I photocopied it. Cool. Yeah, I did. But it's like these people, they go off and he didn't do anything, with his art. But I always want people to remember that, these are the people that inspire you, like even if they're not interested in art long term, but somebody showing you something they're working on or a project, and that's the stuff right there. That's what makes it happen,
It's true. It's true.
Terror.
Whoa.
Love seeing Terror, man.
Me too. I love Terror. What I like about it is when people read this, they're gonna have a lot of like, oh, sweet moments, because there's more to it than just classic revenge tale. There's more going on here. And I think people are gonna dig that a lot.
I have a feeling you're right.
I hope so, at least.
Dude, look.
I want him to come back for book 2 because it gets even more brutal. We get into more of the fight with him and Saulback, and the fight with him and Lockshot, the sniper girl with the scopes for eyes. I mean, how much cooler can it get? His fight with her starts in book 1, though, so you guys are going to get some. Book 1 doesn't slack for action and craziness.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. I'm practicing drawing, like carving things out more rather than just drawing. But no, I should just draw.
Yeah, man, it's all about for me, it's when I'm doing digital, I always have to force myself to start with a big flat sort of brush and just mass in the forms, kind of a little bit like what I do here, because I get into the minutia too much, and I think that's one of the things that's that was the big transitional struggle for me with that stuff. Nervous drinking, Shanth. No, not too much. Black Terror has to be sold differently than other superheroes. You're absolutely right. Hail, Lord Crackett 33. Indeed, yes. Hello, Bow, Jeremy. Welcome to the party. DC horror comics from the 70s was my inspiration to collect comic books. There you go, guys. And you're so not alone, man.
Good stuff.
So not alone. All right. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. That's right. Cranberry Langers, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Hail, what's up, Whitney? Good to see you. Hail, Shanth, and Jetty. And hail to you, my friend. Mighty Geek Studios, Black Terror borderlines on the supernatural, which is what makes him more interesting. Yeah, I mean, he talk about going on a trip, you know, in the trippy sense, you know, being that character.
Well,
walks the line.
Oh, God, no. One of my favorite things about him that you're going to see, you're going to learn quick, is the different fears that people have that he exposes them to, that they get to see and have to deal with. The different crazy fears people have are gonna make, like, you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be amazed. And it's gonna be you get to see what the villains are afraid of, which is kind of interesting. You get to see what you get to see how different people react differently to fear. It's gonna be bad. It's really he's a really cool kind of like scarecrow good guy, and I get to explore fear and weird, creepy things. You get to see what he fears later. It's great.
So here's a question. A lot of the stuff that we talk about, whether it's, you know, H.P. Lovecraft or it's these movies or Batman the Animated Series, something that 80s Made Consumer talks about and a lot of us talk about is the fact that what impact is, you know, it going to have on a generation of young people who either were, you know, getting their inspiration from selfies or were living in this, you know, politicized pop culture that wasn't based on enthusiasm, but was instead based on this kind of didactic, you know, very political, ideological stuff. Like, what are their dreams going to be without things like Stranger Things, without things like Batman the Animated Series, without all of that stuff?
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When I got into film school, my teacher revealed that our films don't get any awards ever because the stories are garbage. And I already cared about stories. I was already getting into school to learn how to tell better stories. I was already writing my own and making my own comics for a while. So I was like, it's my mission to make better stories for this school. By the time I'd left school, though, SJWs had like edited my work and changed all my stories. Before I knew it, I was just going, man, why am I even doing this? If everybody's going to change my work all the time and turn it into something it's not. You know, and so by the time I graduated, I worked hard and I was asked to write for, I was asked by the head of animation to write for his, what is it? The advanced animation course, their final project. I guess you call it thesis, but like this, their final project. Final project. They take 2 semesters to do it, you know, because animation takes forever. So I got to write that, but it got changed so much by him. I was just going, okay, why did you even hire me, man? Why'd you even hire me? And so that wasn't very fun. But so from the start, man, I've seen stories as, it's like food for your soul. It's kind of like glue for your culture. They bond us together, and the left sees stories as something to divide us with. Yeah, that's one thing people don't talk about enough. Control and power. It's not just about other people being included. It's about them using those stories. Those stories are to divide us. Yeah, and into little groups, and so they can control. And that's something that is just, that's the more, I guess, the secret, malevolent side to it, you know? Yeah. People don't talk about as much. But yeah, a good story is something that I think really gets passed on to a new generation. And if they don't have it, they're missing something. They're definitely missing something important. I was asking myself the other day, like, where is the next Spielberg? Where is the next Lucas? And I'm not talking about visionary guys who are trying to push the bounds of special effects and technology. No. We're already doing great in that area. In fact, we're doing so well. There's new stuff all the time. there's guys already pushing the bounds of that. They've got 4K covered. They're now moving on to 8K or whatever. Let's move on. Let's stop forgetting, like Lucas and Spielberg kind of have. Let's stop forgetting that it all was about story in the end. Good story. You guys dropped the torch. Someone has to pick it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, for me, my attitude about it is I don't spend a lot of time, and I know you come from a filmmaking background. I don't spend as much time having that thought as much as I do thinking about how just the responsibility that we have in comics to bring about, dare I say, the Iron Age, the next great age, with this movement called Comicsgate and everything that's kind of come from it. Like that's the stuff that
the Iron
really
Age
about what we
do.
do.
It's also a fitting name, the Iron Age, because iron sharpens iron.
Yep, that's right.
So, and that's what we do in Comicsgate. That's what we or what we want to do. We want to help people out. We want to help you do well. You don't need to be mad at us and attack us or say we're doing it all wrong, because if anything, time has proven that it was right. We were doing it right. Whoops.
Yeah.
It's true. I was after Eric July, you get a lot of reflection. You get a lot of perspective. Perspective is such an important word, because he proved something really awesome about the power of a motivated fan base that you've built yourself through your hard work and all that awesomeness.
Yep.
And a lot of people have been trying to say Comicsgate is wrong and the wrong path for years and years and years. And I feel like he kind of came in and was like, watch this.
And he learned and he moved it forward too, which was what was so great about what he did.
Built a business where he could crowdfund himself. That was great.
Yeah, you've got to have like every single person in Comicsgate. Oh, and here you go. Oh, nice touch, Von Klaus. Yeah, absolutely. Stories have always been a way to pass down information on how to survive and live and thrive as human beings. SJW stories are pushing how to lay down and die. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when they were pushing Jar Jar Abrams as the new Spielberg. Hilarious how that turned out. That it did.
Oh, that was bad.
Divide and conquer, resist. They divide stories to separate us for strength. Yes, the internet has opened up the ability for anyone to share their original stories and thoughts. It's absolutely right. Yeah, Isom is crushing them, man. James Wan is at his best with his horror movies. There you go. Let me see here. Oh, nice touch from Klaus. Isom's crushing it. Sean Carmel, yeah, we're saying hello. What's up, everybody? It's great to see you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, the thing that makes us able to do what we do is the simple act of discipline and craft. That really, to me, is the thing I've been focusing on the most, which is that, Customato quote, the Mike Tyson and trained Muhammad Ali as well, he used to say that discipline is doing something you don't want to do as if you love it. And you have to be able to. It's not the parts of the job that are fun that give people trouble. It's the parts of the job that are work. And when I see Eric July doing all of those parts so well, it's like he's a Michael Jordan of indie, comic creations, because he can get it done. Like he's able to handle distribution and still go and talk about culture and politics while he's not making music and making comics. I mean, the schedule. He is dialed in to what is going on. Like, I mean, he is, what is that expression? He is 100% alive. That is just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
And we're better for him being around, man. He's, and I really did appreciate, and I know he's got, Eric Weathers and Gabe, working on
hell yeah.
But
congrats
I gotta say,
to them too.
Congrats, guys. Yes.
That helps them out, and it's great.
Yeah, proud of you guys.
Yeah, they do great work. They deserve some cool recognition for being on a historical.
Yeah, dude.
Stuff.
It is, man. It's great. It's just really great to see all that stuff coming together. I'm trying to give him a little bit of a little swamp thing, and then like a little
swamp,
swampy thing.
Little swampy seconds. Little swampy seconds.
People have taken to it. Well, there was this There was this thing that Joseph Campbell talked about that was in Papua New Guinea with maybe it was in Australia. Michael might maybe know this one, but it was the tribal elders, when they would come and separate the boys for their initiation, they would separate the boys from their parents and like take them out to the dancing grounds for their initiation. That they would approach them.
Footloose.
Yeah, dance to Footloose. They would approach them with their long beards, but stuffed in their mouth, and as like the symbol for like wrathfulness. And I've always liked that creepy idea, so I'm kind of playing with that here. But geez, man, there's so much stuff you can learn from world cultures if you're not busy just destroying history. What is up, Lloyd Burton?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Brian Suddenly Old. Yes, Alterna is closing and going in demand tonight for their summer campaign. Pete just squeaked out his funding for their summer campaign, so happy they got to 11K. Congratulations, Pete Cimetti. I was on Pete's channel when I crossed my goal of 5,000 to get this book funded, and Pete's a terrific guy and from this area. While they sleep, we work. Absolutely right, man. Darn right. Yeah, I assume is crushing them. Yeah, that's true. Growth comes from sharing and respecting. Yeah, shocker, right? That's how the stories get better. Yeah, I think it's also how do I word it? It's also having the freedom to try things and be wrong, and not have being wrong the goal. But because that's what people say, they go, well, are when we say like people should have the freedom to try things and be wrong, are we talking about like, no, that's not the goal. You don't want to be wrong. You want to learn how to do things the right way. So you don't stop at being wrong. I think that was the freedom to be wrong has certainly been embraced by an entire generation. And I think that they didn't understand that failure is there because it's failure, but they made failure equal to success. So it's just subjective. And that was the problem, man. It's like, they're not the same thing. You have to know when your ideas are bad as the evidence starts to pile up. You have to know that it's bad. And they don't do that. They say the audience's view that our stuff is bad is subjective. And it's like, no, their view is they vote with their wallets, morons. It's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just want their expression to be the dominant one at the end of the day, man. That's why artists like us start getting all uppity and stuff, because we don't like that stuff.
Do you want to hear my theory on it, though?
Any artist, yeah, cool. I guess as long as it doesn't take too long to explain.
It's not too long. Not too long.
Cliff Notes.
The SJW economy or subsidy that's been going on, they have a fan base that buys their fan fiction or buys their this or buys their that.
They do.
It finally dawned on me the reason it's collapsing isn't anything to do with some of the stuff we think it is, or it's partially to do. The biggest factor is the kids who are buying their stuff, who are younger than them, and their fellow fans were buying it with their parents' money. And they were buying it with their parents' money into their maybe late teens, late 20s. And all of a sudden, they just got cut off. And that's why no one's buying it. That's one of my theories.
Don't make me feel old.
I'm sorry, man. Hail, Antoine.
That they aged out, the SJWs aged out in your theory? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, they can't afford. Well, they're not being subsidized.
Like
by
all
parents.
the Gwenpool fans moved on.
Yes. Yeah, they weren't. There's no money there. It was someone else's money. Oh my gosh. Truth, Justice, American Way is at 86,000 and 1,330 backers since Gabe was on Fox this morning. Now if Nosfero can get an injection of backers. Listen, Gabe is he's waving that flag for Nosfero. God bless him. And thank you, James Hayes, for always bringing the positivity, man.
That's great.
I hope you're having a great night too, my friend. Ooh, congratulations, Truth, Justice, American Way. Indeed, there's two people who've said while they sleep, we work. So I got to play that real quick. It's a very short video, but I feel like we have to salute the chat and their awesome insistence that we keep kicking ass. So here goes.
Woo! While they sleep, we work. A little bit. While they sleep, we work.
Never forget, guys. That's our key, man. Oh, Teflon Ron with a 5. This is to give John a wrench. John doesn't have a wrench? What? Yeah, that's like a 16K jump. Okay, well, first of all, Teflon Ron, the girls have something to say to you. Let me be really clear about this. Okay, they love you, and they want to make sure they give you some celebration. There you have it, my friends. There you have it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let me know, John, if you've got if you've been wrenched, if there's a wrenching. What's up, Jim Cox? How are you doing? We don't need no stinking wrenches. Let me tell you something, Jim Cox.
Wrench control.
You and I go. I don't know exactly where if we were always in the same streams and same chats, but you and I go back. When I go back to all the streams I liked or ones I made clip videos for Eason for, you are always in the chat, Jim Cox. So
always
you
something
let me
there to
know
remind
if you want
me.
a wrench, I will give you a wrench, by God, because you've done your bit for King and Country. That is for sure.
Ooh, beautiful.
So let me know if you want one,
thee.
and it's yours. I would be happy to knight you as a wrench, man. You've been kicking ass and going all the way back to where I was there, man. It was crazy. We are twerking like it's our last D on Earth. That's just hilarious, man. Oh my God. Let's hear it for the girls. Indeed, indeed. Mighty Geek Studios. People wonder if members of Comics Gates ever sleep together. We don't, apparently. By the way, did you see on Fox News those two terrifying examples of indie comics white nationalists? Although I do have to tell you guys that frankly, I think that the quality control is going down. So zero grass, John. Yeah, absolutely. Hiya, John. Hi, Jim Cox.
Hate movement, man. I love it. There's two brown guys on fire.
It was hilarious.
We're the most
dude.
Successful. Whoops.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
man. There's no amount of damage control they can do. You know?
Understood.
You know, they're too busy dropping N-bombs and stuff because they're evil. Man.
They're insane, dude. Yeah, why is it so hard to do a straight up Lovecraft movie? That's a great point. And yeah, Jim Cox, you are welcome anytime, but no worries.
What would you haven't people tried?
They have, yeah, but there's never been one that's broken through. That's not what's the word I'm looking for? Alien is an unofficial, Lovecraft movie. It's like, yeah, man, it's at the Mountains of Madness, straight up.
Oh, like, the same plot.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that and Mike, I think it was Mike Bannon said as much, or Mike O'Bannon, I think it was.
Okay.
God, how am I getting his name wrong? Oh, what is Dan? Dan O'Bannon. It's Dan O'Bannon, right?
Isn't Crimson Peak? Isn't that Del Toro movie?
Dan, thank you. Everyone's watching.
Is that
his name? Yeah.
Isn't that H.P. Lovecraft as well?
Yeah, Dagon was pretty good. It's got that. Dagon. I think it was much more of the Fall of the House of Usher. It had a little bit more of that in it. Oh, Color Out of Space is great with Nick Cage. I've heard a lot of people say that.
Excellent Lovecraft.
I
haven't watched it yet. I've been wanting to. That director is the director of he was director of Island of Dr. Moreau, who lost his mind on set.
Oh, dude, really?
Lost the movie. That Color Out of Space is his new movie after many, many years of being a recluse who disappeared after losing his movie. He lost his dream movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau, and then dressed up like one of the creatures from the movie in makeup and came onto set to be in the shots and observe what was going on with his movie when it was taken over by a new director.
Oh, dude, that's just rough. Yeah,
they made a documentary about it. You should watch it. It's pretty insane.
It's a great.
He was supposed to be the hot new upcoming director because he directed Hardware. Do you remember that one?
Oh yes, dude! Wow,
remember Hardware.
Yes, I do.
That's just taken from 2000 AD story. That's just a heavy metal story.
Yeah,
he took that.
Colors,
but that's what happened.
Adaptation. Someone
happens,
saying,
man.
Yeah, so you've seen it, Color Out of Space?
No, I want to.
Dude, we should watch that and do that one week. That would be great. Man.
Okay, that'd be cool.
But let's see. The doc is good. Yeah. The documentary, I got to check that out. Yeah, it's the same thing with Mobius, Jodorowsky's Dune with all that great Mobius concept art and everything. I love documentaries like that. But it's
that movie would have been such a trip.
It would have been.
Yeah, Jodorowsky's Dune. That guy's a crazy comic book creator too.
He's nuts.
You love Metabarons, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, dude. I love all the stuff he's done with Mobius. Yeah,
everyone should check out Metabarons.
Dude, it's sick, dude. That's his response to not being able to do Dune, or Jodorowsky and him.
Right.
They said, We'll put all that into Metabarons. And
watch Metabarons and you'll get it.
Ink all is that, man.
It's got the witches, and the witches are so creepy in Metabarons. Like, it makes my skin crawl just thinking about them, man.
Yeah, man. Those guys.
I was thinking about drawing I was thinking about doing a space guy.
Do it, man.
Outer space dude. See what we can design here. Okay, let's do his little outline first. Get his little moon boots on. Get my moon boots on. We got to be in Mars by now, man. We've been slacking. We've been slacking, but they're too busy trying to make us put solar panels and windmills everywhere like a bunch of cavemen. We need to be moving forward to Mars, guys.
Thank you.
These feet look stupid, like clubs. Feet be clubbing, man. Feet be clubbing.
Dude, it's how we do it. Yeah, will the art book have those sketches that you are doing? So the sketches I'm doing for you guys, the head sketches, my next art book will have, but those probably won't be in the comic book, because the comic book's going to be a lot of behind the scenes stuff for that section of it, because there's always a behind the scenes layout and art section. So absolutely. Metabarons and Mobius are so good. Yes, absolutely. Von Klaus is Terror in the Trenches Volume 1. There is the link. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Already doing the hard work there. I love that fantasy-ish sci-fi stuff. Cranberry Langers. John. Gary Martin's Instagram. Yes, the inking maestro working on Truth, Justice, American Way. Do check it out and try to get us to eat bugs. I don't want to go to Mars. I'm afraid of heights. I agree, man. Thank you, John, for putting the link to Nosfero the Crypt Walker. According to my main man, Stephen Rockwood, I am at, is that possible? I'm at 437 backers. We're at 27,605. That's a big jump today again.
Amazing, man. Dude, I had a few backers pop in today, too, just out of the blue.
Let me tell you something, man.
It's that wave of electric.
July, man.
July energy.
It's the July effect, and it's the perfect month for it.
It's amazing. Like, talk about it. Talk about the best month. Yeah,
dude. He's the thing I like about Eric is everybody gets the sense when they meet him and they talk to him what a serious dude he is. And if you watch his podcast for canon's sake, I mean, he just knows his shit. Like whether he's talking about metalcore or talking about, his own principles with, being a libertarian or any of that stuff, you never get a sense that he doesn't mean it, that he's just like, oh, right. Well, how do I chase the algorithm today?
YouTube to talk out their ass, and you don't get
that from him, of course. And you don't get that from him. And what has always been incredibly classy is strong of opinions as he has about certain things. Oh, you're welcome, Lloyd. As strong as he has opinions about things, he is very, he's one of those people that he sees people who are kindred spirits, doesn't have to agree with 100% of what they say. And he's very effective at bringing different groups of people together. And whether it's music fans and comic book fans, like you could just go down the list, people who love politics. And he always says to people, if you like what I'm doing here, why don't you feel free to check out this other thing I'm doing over here. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of course.
And it's so brilliant, man. I love that about him.
That's so cool. Yeah.
And he's just like, check out Comicsgate, check out this, and Razor Fist is very similar in that way. They're advocates for people checking things out, and they're like, this is our space. What we're doing here is important, and we need all hands on deck. And he doesn't have a lot of time, nor does he spend a lot of time, mincing words. He's about getting things done. And I respect the hell out of that, man. He's put a great team together with our boy Eric Weathers and Gabe.
I hope I hope he's eyeing people for a story engine to produce a lot of cool books for him. Yeah, turn this into a multi millions for him, because that's what could happen. Yeah. Pick the right people and make this basically what I'm trying to say is, don't do what Image did and just coast on how badass you're doing in the beginning and the fact that you're a rock star. Because that's awesome, but it's fleeting, right? It doesn't keep building your business forever. The good stories will get people talking. It'll get people coming back. It'll get people writing articles. It'll get people saying, look at how well this alternative to woke has done. It manifests itself. It's what stories should all be about in the end. It's part of what we should be bringing back, because that's what the SJWs have forgotten and left out of their work. It's something that should most definitely shine in our work, right?
Yeah, I think in that regard, we've already succeeded. The thing, and I mean this, and I'll be little more clear than that, which is
trying at least.
Image Comics was barren. The Image Comics creators had no kids. There were not any creators. They kept adopting kids from Marvel and DC, but they've only had a handful of people who got their start. I actually don't even know of any huge superstar that got their start right away at Image. Now, you look at Comicsgate, and the thing I will tell you, and you look at the indie scene right now, Eric July's success did not come from him working inside the comic book industry and building his career that way. Prater 7, take care, man. And that was the thing that I don't think people understand. They were sort of like, in a lot of ways, this is the problem. This is the exact thing going on culturally right now. We all used to have people in our lives, or more than usual. People had people in their lives who had kids, and kids are your connection to the youth, and they help you to understand different things that are going on and give you perspective. We've got one of the biggest generations of people who don't have those kids to check in with, and don't have that sort of that constant, battle for survival, that you have to help your kids learn how to do just the basic necessities, and then things get more complicated. And so I kind of look at this stuff and I say to myself, creatively, there's a similar thing where when people talk about how, illustration used to be a boys' game, it's actually not true. It was a lot of men, but there were a lot of men who found talented people of all stripes, all backgrounds, quite a few women who became big illustrators and big artists during that time, whether it's Jesse Wilcox Smith or the Red Rose Girls, all of them in that studio. Image doesn't have that. You have a couple of people who come out of Wildstorm. You have some great stuff, but is there anybody Travis Charest, you could maybe make the case for, but we are almost exclusively, think about this. You are a Comicsgate creator. Rob Arnold, Speak of the Devil, he's right there in his link.
If people said, like, where did you get your start? I would have to be like Comicsgate.
Comicsgate. That's our start. The door is really not cool. Closed.
It's like really cool. I think that's really badass.
Yeah, they didn't have that. How many people, they would say, I got my start drawing Spawn, and then maybe I drew Batman, but we're getting our start working on our own stuff in most instances. So it's new properties, new creators. It is such a different kettle of fish than Image already, and it succeeded. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is God Almighty?
It's been proven to succeed. Yeah. That's
look
success.
at Reaper Destroyer, man. Look at all of the stuff that we've got going on. Look at Truth Justice. But it's like with all of us, there is, or in our little corner of this world, you've got Eric Weathers, who's been working in the indie scene. You've got Michael Bancroft, who's been working on the indie scene. But for the most part, our big successes in this space have been Comicsgate. That's what we have to point to. And that's the sign of a really vital and different in terms of its quality or its nature to Image Comics, because the big names at Image Comics, there are less of those guys who are big names still, but the biggest names in Image Comics are still the ones that were there in 94 and 92. And so it's like, who's the biggest person in Image? Todd McFarlane. Same as when it started.
Yeah. I'm like drawing the most lame space guy ever.
No, go ahead. Oh, dude, I just looked. I didn't even see it. I thought you were saying you were passing out. Yeah, Comicsgate is a genesis and cauldron. You're absolutely right. No one is really raising the next generation of comic book artists. There was a huge gap in that nurturing industry. Yes, of people saying, no, improve. No, it's not good enough. I'll tell you somebody who who's got their Jack show playing right now. I actually loved that dude because it gave it perspective in a really cool way. I kind of dug it.
It was kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
But this is the thing, right? Is that hail to Charlie's London? As always, we say hail to Charlie's London. But yes, another creator who came in and Charlie's London made that happen, man. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, and won beautifully so.
Yeah, and it reached out to the family of Charlie Chaplin and made all this stuff. Yeah, this is like watching
Making
magic.
dreams come true.
Little swirl here, swoosh there, and bam, a face appears. Witchcraft. Yeah, that's what we do. We're having a great. You guys make all this stuff possible, man. That's what it is. And I cannot think of. Here's the thing that people. This is the biggest thing that I want to salute John Malin for a second.
Hit me with the biggest thing.
John Malin, if you've ever gone on Comicsgate Presents and you don't come correct, John Malin will smack you around. He will ragdoll you backstage. He will go, no, you have to have your camera on. Nope, then you don't want to be here.
Nice.
He'll be like, do you have any images? It's not loading. Get the hell out of here. And that's how you actually improve people. Dude, John will not. Speaking of, I always paint with Malin white for those of you guys, but John is the guy
made of real wolves
who will say, make it happen yourself. Oh, you're an introvert? Oh, that's so sad. Get your ass out there.
Really
start a YouTube channel and stream. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
He kicks.
I should be
what
doing
they used
that.
to do.
Yeah.
They used to do that. It's a loving smackdown, yes, because this is. I wish I could. My mentor was an awesome guy. He's a very famous successful, I would say, comic artist, famous in my opinion. He's done so much stuff that you know. And this is the thing. I asked him when I met him recently up here. I flew him up so he could speak at the college that I was teaching at because I wanted to have that on my last year teaching, have something beautiful like that happen, you know?
Yeah.
And he came up and I said, dude, why did you guys help me? You let me come by the studio. You gave me things to do. You worked me really hard. Like, why? Like, what did you see in me? And he goes, dude, what are you talking about? We let anybody walk into the studio. Everybody. Yeah. And we abused them so much by telling them they were shit. You were one of the tiny minority of people who kept coming back.
Right.
And that's how you gained our respect.
Ooh.
And I was like,
damn, like the Kung Fu movies, man.
Dude, it's like Conan and the Wheel of Pain.
You came back to the wheel.
What's up, Andy? How you doing?
Respect how you deal.
You need to learn sometimes. You got to have a push. Yeah, John is so hilarious. I love him, but I would hate to be on his bad side in real life. Yeah, absolutely. Hashtag White Boy Summer and danger. See, I can't tell you how frustrating it is to see guys that want me to take a look at them on them and their book, but won't show their face. Yes, or real name. Exactly. Yeah. When there is, what is it that Denzel Washington, the Denzel Washington video I play as often as I can. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. We destroyed a generation of artists by lowering the bar for them to get in and say, oh, no, it doesn't have to be so hard. And what we did was, what we taught them was, you can't take rejection. You can't take failure. You can't take hardship. Do you get what I'm saying? We taught them they were weak before they even had a chance to find out if they were strong. And now people don't get this. Isn't it funny how words that mean the exact thing get changed to mean something else? Hold your applause, folks. But here's where I'm going. It's the term that child is spoiled does not mean to give them too much. It means because you gave them too much, they spoiled. They went bad. And once it's spoiled, it's hard to bring it back, or impossible, dare I say. And that's the fact that people miss. So we spoiled a generation. Yeah.
That's what get off my lawn.
Well, I mean, I watched it happen, and here you go, John. Shanth, how many art students did you provide a life preserver in the SJW ocean? A lot. The problem was no one was providing me one. And what I mean by that is that at a certain point, what I realized is it was futile because the powers that were controlling everything would never help me to get what I needed for my family. They would undercut me and risk throwing me under the bus using students as a weapon if they had to. It was just hard to find students to do that with because I was good at what I did. And I'm, the person you see right here. But my last couple semesters on campus, I told white students all the time, anyone who tells you you're not allowed to speak in class is evil. I told people who were many times, these were people who were either dating or best friends, who were not the same color as them. And so, yeah, I kicked ass. But at the end of the day, what is going on in academia is such a...
You didn't even have to use your AK.
Yeah, it's a pathological... It's a pathological cult-like attitude, and you can't fix a cult from the inside. You can't make the cult more sane. You know, yeah, Malin demands perfection, and that's something to be valued in today's culture. Yeah, we're going to go back to a Simon Cowell period.
He makes us better artists. It's what has to happen, man. It's what has to happen. How else are we going to get better, man? I'm a better artist because I've worked with Malin multiple times.
Yeah, Malin never mails it in, you know. And again, guys, I would encourage everybody to get. I gotta do that, man. It's like,
what?
I've got like
some more Malin milk.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? I'm gonna hold on a second. Let's see if I can do this. I gotta fix that. Hold on. You carry the show.
Carry the show. No problem. So yeah, I was getting high with my cat the other day, right?
Right on.
And I'm just kidding.
Day that ends in Y.
He does. I don't.
You're not a Twitch.
Anyway, I don't know what I was drawing there. I was just totally goofing. I was like, let's just draw something horrible. Ew. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a character that I see in this post-apocalyptic story. This little girl in a cloak I just keep seeing in my mind's eye with the long, crazy hair, big spiky hair, kind of staring you down. But I don't know. I'm still figuring her out. That's what was going on there. I like to just draw weird, creepy things all the live long day, then design things and just look at it. I don't know. See what comes of things. But yeah, this is great. I haven't got the draw for this long in so long. My hand actually hurts. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I know, right? Right? It's like the night's only just begun.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Big girl. Like you're right, man. I know.
I just want to point something out, guys. This is my actual tube of paint. All right, and so
Malin
White. Just know it. It's real, folks. It's real. I always
also
use
known
the
as
tube of Malin White.
It's also known as Lupe de Milk.
It's made from wolf milk. Yeah.
De leche. Okay, Lupe de leche.
That's right, man. I'm dying. Oh Lord. Oh man, my allergies have been terrible lately. Oh Lord. John, you guys get it, man. You guys know Blue Teddy Narrations gets it. I'm doing something for Malin, but now I'm scared as to what I got myself into. Yeah, first of all, let's just say this. The last artist who worked for Malin and disappeared and we didn't hear from was like months ago. So you're probably fine, Dan. You're probably gonna be fine. You're gonna survive. But yeah, dude, you should be doing work for Malin. By the way, hail Dan Lawless, my brother from Gross Point.
Oh yeah, Dan.
Heavy body indeed.
Man.
Now that's not a commentary on Malin, the heavy body part of it, or is it? We don't know. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malin and I are both sprinting towards type 2 diabetes together, hand in hand, even during White Boy Summer.
What's this?
Blanco.
What is that? What is that? That's weird.
That's what, dude. That's how I start all my stuff, man. That's not very reassuring. This is Dan Lawless. Holy cow, man.
Oh, Dan, you're awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude. Dan, I love your stuff,
is so
man.
good.
It is. It's great stuff.
Psh, look at this.
Oh, dude, that is nuts.
Behold the bottom of your toilet. This is after the county fair.
None of his artists have possibly.
You want to see my impression of my last colonoscopy?
Yeah. When you go into that colonoscopy and you're like, "Hey, let me know if you find my head."
Welcome to Cinnabon. You know.
That's exactly right, man. What is that, like a?
I tried to make it nice and not about my butthole. Make it more about sweet things.
Well, you know.
Cinnabon is going ice cream. Place. Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
And then you've got brushes where you can be like, behold, I made a dewy meadow when you weren't looking.
Good Lord.
See what I'm saying? And you can. Yeah, these are the cheats of Clip Studio Paint. Is these brushes you can use to just. I mean, I'm just goofing and just moving through them real quick, but like it's already looking. I mean, serviceable. as just like a background, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's quick. It's quick. It's not bad. I can't knock it.
There's no real cheating in art. There really isn't.
It's just a new tool to try out.
Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay, there's not cheating in art, but there is certainly rigged cheating in art awards. That's the only place I actually see cheating, you know? Special brushes are cheating.
Special brushes are cheating.
Yeah, not genuine. Warlock says intestinal rage.
That's what it felt like. Looks like, didn't it?
But no, but you know what I'm saying?
It's
like it's the picking of, you know,
your nose.
Editor, picking of your nose, the picking of editors, you know, saying what Razor Fist was saying, that he watched skilled people wait in line who were being gate-kept in the true sense
by the losers.
Who didn't want the competition. And Comicsgate, we would all be somewhere where we would not be independent if you know, the various industries were doing their jobs in terms of nurturing talent, because there are more incompetent people working there than there are, you know, competent people to fill positions, in my opinion. They're holding a lot of people who don't bring much to the table but cost them tons of money. And in Comicsgate, it really is this great kind of, you know, sink or swim, you know, kind of attitude where you have, like Michael was talking about the other night, you have to get people's attention before you launch your book. Ethan's not going to be the channel that does it for you if the stuff isn't good and if you haven't built some kind of fan base.
True.
And Michael, it's the same thing, man. I respect.
I mean, I'm a weirdo. Don't do what I've done, kids. You should try to build a channel on YouTube and stuff. I'm not good at that. I somehow get by with just promoting the hell out of myself.
That is exactly though what I just said.
I'm a weird exception to the rule.
No, dude, you're not an exception. How did people know you existed, dude? Tell me how people knew you existed. Is it YouTube? No. Then what is it? If was it YouTube on someone's channel? You show up to anybody's channel?
Back in the day.
Back in the day,
Early
but
days
then
of CG.
But how did you get so many people looking at your book? Was it quality? Did you put it on Indiegogo? Did you put hashtags together? Did you tell friends?
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I did the
it's
whole thing, man. I invented the campaign. I mean, I've been still giving Rob Arnold notes.
Dude, Rob is I freaking love Rob.
I love
that guy.
Me too. I love him too.
Makes me freaking smile, dude. I love his, he cracks me the frick up, man. He's because, you know,
His brushes are cool.
Dude, those brushes are cool. The only cheat in art is not to try. Amen. I'm grateful for any help. Yes, indeed.
Ew, gross. Broccoli.
Comicsgate growing while mainstream is shrinking. Comicsgate strive to do better, and so get better. Mainstream strives to do less. Here's one for you guys. Comicsgate is the America of the comic book world, which is we're taking, you know, people who are coming out of difficult situations where they've been thwarted, and it's bring us, you're tired, you're poor, right? That's who we are.
I mean,
you know,
it's wow, this is fun. It's,
you know,
the artists, I think, are the front lines for people who need to talk about, like, when expression's under attack.
Yes.
And this is so interesting because Comicsgate's so in line with fandom being under attack as well. It's both. It's an answer to both expression and the things we love and culture. They're just trying to be the dominant culture, but fandom has been under attack. The way we like to do things has been under attack. It's insane. And I'm trying. I think Comicsgate has always been a better answer than people gave it credit for, and it's just kind of being proven over time. That the fans were where it was at. That caring about the way, you know, the legacy of these characters is important. All the stuff's proven. You know, good stories will sell. I think that's part of why I did well with Terror too, because people liked Monster MD. They wanted another story by me.
Absolutely, they did. Again, shocker.
I know, right?
Delivered the
people act like it's some trick.
It's not a trick. There's no, and it's not a safe to be picked, guys. It's just not. You're not trying to pick a lock. You're actually building the safe is the best way I could put it. You're not picking a lock. You're not trying to get into somebody else's space that's not yours. You're trying to actually build up your bank account. You're trying to get your own safe and start putting money away into it with your creativity, creating things you have equity in, whether they're podcasts, YouTube shows, YouTube channels, things that can bring in revenue, take risks under your own name, under your own brand, and put yourself out there. That is the key. How to Draw Comics with Dan Lawless. I'm tired of drawing. When are the scientists going to get the tech to where I can just attach electrodes to my head so that I can just think and create? I will tell you, we would burn our brains out in a minute. Monster MD and Shinobi Sasquatch YouTube stream. There you have it. Warlock is saying it.
That was, I mean, those were the days. Those were cool. Those cool times. Yeah. And that got me a lot of backers and exposed me kind of to the world. And Monster MD did really well, man. Did really, really well.
I feel like you might be working, and that's the key. I don't know. It's the rumors.
Yeah. Maybe that's all I do.
Dude,
lose my mind.
Man.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I do. I tell you what, man. I love Comicsgate. Thank you guys always for being here and supporting us and backing these books. Nosfero has had a great week, but I feel like that week started about 10 or 12 days ago. And I mean, to see my brother Vaughn get to 70K is huge, man. It just fell like a ripe apple, as Gandhi would say. It's incredible, man. Yeah, I heard Von Klaus through word of mouth. It's not a name you easily forget. That is absolutely right. That's right. Yeah, man. And Monster MD, you're very good at helping people with their titles. You know how to come up with a title. Terror in the Trenches is beautiful. Rolls off the tongue. I mean, it's a metal song, for God's sake. It's beautiful.
It's a metal comic. Writing that comic was making dark metal, like a dark metal album late into the night.
Why? We can't talk about it because Angela Curry doesn't want to get spoiled. Nobody else does. But, dude, we had a similar pain, I know. How to Draw Comics with Dan Lawless. Any day now, just send us more money. That's right. Antoine Dennison, indeed. Let's see here. It's a personal struggle to do better and be better at your craft. Yeah, and I will tell you this, Warlock, the thing for me that so many of us have been talking about, it is the most crippling thing you can do to people outside of what used to be the old poison, which was denying people an honest critique, because that's kind of where it started, is raising people who don't know the difference between an attack on their humanity and honest, useful criticism. And that's when you cripple somebody by that. When they can't be told anything uncomfortable, like they think that discomfort, again, ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. That is where arrested development comes from. And what you're looking at right now is an industry. Comics became an industry of ease for those on the inside. And that is why it crumbled. It destroyed their progress.
Gotta make it hard.
You do, man. You absolutely do. There's no shortcuts, man. It's
true.
Crazy to think.
Except for my brushes, there's no shortcuts.
How do you pick them?
How do I pick? Yeah.
Yeah. If I were to give you like the 300 hours of footage that they probably filmed in the desert for Lawrence of Arabia, if you don't understand how to put a film together, does it matter that you have all the footage they had?
Right. If you know what you're doing with those brushes, you're just working faster while still making it look good. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean,
when you guys see the Trump I'm Gonna Come video, you guys know the one that I edited. This is the thing that people don't understand. I got an email from Ethan in the morning, and he goes, dude, can you do something with this? And it was that low res vertical, like Instagram or TikTok video of Trump going, I'm gonna, she's like, do not come. And he goes, I'm going to come. Because can you put this to relax? And for 6 hours, I hunted down the original talk by looking at the backgrounds of where he was speaking and where she was speaking, which was easier because that was in the news. I edited that entire song together. I clipped out, I found a karaoke version that didn't have any of the lyrics, then the actual version so I could cut them together, timed that whole thing out, and then it just becomes legend when it goes online. Same thing goes with all the other comic. I've done so much stuff, guys. I've spent hundreds of hours easy making stuff for Ethan for his channel, easily. And that's
Very
outside
kind
of
of you,
the
Shanth.
Cyberfrog, dude. That's outside of the Cyberfrog.
You're a very
part
giving
behind
guy.
it, dude. But it's thank you. I'm supposed to say thank you. I'm working on
No,
it.
you don't. You don't have to say that to me.
But you know what I'm saying, man. It's like
Don't
it's
thank me.
crazy, dude. And we do it. Yeah, it's so hard to get your name out there, and getting people to see your art. The drawing contests do help. However, yes, that's true. Yeah, Black Terror Vaughn has released to full. Black Terror Vaughn has released to full potential of the has released the full potential of the legacy character. CG has released the business model that opens the way. Yeah, Dan, you've been crushing it with your insights on Twitter and everywhere else about Comicsgate, man. I don't trust any critique that is either all criticism or all praise. You're absolutely right. It's not useful. If you go into a doctor's office and the doctor tells you you have a terminal illness and you go, well, what is it? How do I treat it? And they go, I'm just saying, like you do, right? And it's like that's useless.
What the hell?
Yeah, and if somebody says to you, oh, no, nothing to worry about, when there is something to worry about, that's useless as well. And you need somebody who is going to give you a differentiated diagnosis and a strategy for treatment. That's it. And that is what the comic book industry is getting from Comicsgate.
Whoops.
They've just decided that they don't want any treatment. That's what the industry...
Dude, I've got some treatment for you guys. It's called Badass Stories and Art and Fans Coming
I hope
Together
Trump
to have
saw
a
it
good
too.
time.
I wonder if he did. That would be hilarious. Yeah, Ethan wants you to make that new intro for Aaron Lepresti, by the way, too. The video on CG Kings. The video is on CG Kings from Monday. Oh God, what is it?
Oh, wow.
Ethan's got to email me that. He's got to work. He's got to let me know. I can't hunt that down for him. He's got my email. He'll send it to me if he
put
needs
enough
it.
hours in.
Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, I'd be happy to do it for him, but I've got to hear it from him, man. What came first, art with a fish or art without a fish? First, it was art without a fish. Then I looked at it and I sent that to Ethan. I go, no, he's got to have a fish. It's not funny yet. I do that with everything I do for that channel. And the other channels I do stuff for. There's so much stuff that people don't see. Awesome. Oh, dude, I got to show you this because Banks won't show it. You've seen it, but I got to show them this because it's not going to make it. He's like, what the hell is this? Let me see if I can find it. Hang on a second, guys. This will be worth the wait. Let me see here. Or worth the second. It won't take that long. Add clip. Let me see if I can find. Works. There we go. Let me see if I can make this happen. Here you go, guys. This is I'll be showing this to you in a second. This is one of those many videos that is on the cutting room floor somewhere. But these are the things that get made. CG Vacation, Indiegogo, John, thank you, John. Stefan, Ethan wants you to make that intro. Cool. How to draw comics by Dan Lawless? Sure thing. What video editing software to use? I just use iMovie, and then I use a lot of Photoshop and frame-by-frame stuff. You're going to be surprised by this answer to Ellie. Yeah, I use the most basic stuff, and then just understanding color theory and all that stuff. I wonder what Vaughn could do with a public domain oldie like Dynamite Thor. Wow. There you go.
I thought about having Black Terror fight Dynamite Thor. So I've already actually thought about him before. If you want to hear my little quick take, it was basically, he's a mercenary who hires himself out, and he is always floating about a foot or two above the ground with his arms crossed and these tiny little micro explosions going off at his feet that he controls that keep him floating. And it's like this little hum in the air. He thinks he's real hot. He thinks he's real hot, right? But like he can touch you and then and make your cells start exploding in your arm. He can, as long as he's got something that's like a fuse, he can like turn it into dynamite in a way by touching it, getting close enough to it. But he also has these sticks of dynamite that he uses that are really powerful off his belt that he flicks. And of course, they go off to kill you or whatever, mess you up. Dude. So he's a mean adversary. But I kind of imagined Black Terror cutting his head off by the time it was over, though. And
well, it's CG, dude.
Moving on. So
we cut people's heads off. That's our motto.
I mean, that was it. I didn't plan out a big story or anything, but yeah, I started to imagine Dynamite Thor. He's he's a badass, but like, he's a bit cocky, he's a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
And hiring himself out to the people, so he has to go up against terror. All right,
dude.
And it does not go well.
Dude, that's awesome, man. All right, guys. Yeah. So you guys have earned it for hanging out with us as always. I got to play this for you. This is the unseen Michael Bancroft, or inspired by Michael Bancroft's channel. Brace yourselves. It's based on our American lore for his beautiful, wonderful country. So here you guys go.
What is it?
Here in the Outback, we know what's important in life.
You don't mind, do you?
No, mate. I don't.
If you feel the same way, get to Bancroft's live stream.
I got a bloomin' good recipe.
And that is my ode to Bancroft. There you guys go. So yeah, so we have fun. That's what we do here in Comicsgate, man. That's what we do. It's not a complicated thing. The work is complicated. The getting the shows together, the making the videos, the intros, making sure we're having time to get our work done and do some of the thinking that can't just happen on stream. But we are dedicated. We put in more hours with our fans than any mainstream creator does at any, going to every convention all year. We eclipse that in a single month, Oh,
it's amazing. It's a new era, man. It's an era. I'm a shy guy, so it's hard for me, but I love it too at the same time. Like, I absolutely love it. It's amazing.
That's why we got our friends, right?
It's good. It's good to have friends. It's good to have some friends and people to make art with. How we doing over there, Shanth? Did you reinvent the Wendigo for us?
Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
How's it going? Oh, I bet it looks sweet as hell. Oh my god,
yeah,
what am I looking at?
This is what we're doing, man. Just figuring it out. Figuring out what we got to do.
Creepy.
Trying to figure
I like
out how
it.
to put it together.
Look at that. The back of the head.
Yeah.
It's wisdom that back of the head to imply.
Well, the trick is going to be, to get it. Let me see. Hold on a second. Nice. Premiering in the middle of Bancroft's stream too. God, I know. Yeah, you guys can go into Bancroft's stream and go, hey, man, Sean's just played the Outback Steakhouse video. Yeah, that Lucent is looking really nice too. It is, yeah. Comicsgate.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Wow. So, guys, speaking of,
it's going to do so well.
I'm sure you guys have got Bancroft open another window. If you don't, please go on over to his stream. I would wrap up, say hey to Vaughn after this. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're just having some fun. Yeah, Dorsal Fin Warlock, right on. We're just having some fun drawing with you guys. We love you guys for being here and for backing our books. Check out Terror in the Trenches. Check out Nosfero the Crypt Walker. Let's keep doing this. We will win, indeed. Yeah, Bancroft, Rob the Arcade, Barton Brothers. That's just the beginning of the Australian Revolution. Right on, man. As always, hold it down in here.
Yeah.
That's right, y'all. Shanth and Vaughn, you both embody the spirit of America, which is freedom. Freedom is a great idealism that is the inheritance of all freedom-loving people everywhere. Thank you, Dan Lawless.
Thanks,
we
Dan.
appreciate
Awesome.
you. And before we go, I'm going to hang on, not that
artist.
one.
So messy.
Dude, if you say that one more time, we're ending this.
Lazy too.
No,
lazy.
Stop.
So
that is
lazy.
not how we do things.
Lazy.
There we go. There we go. I just wanted to get us both on frame so that we could sign off and properly thank you guys for being here. You guys are the best. Vaughn has helped me to re-embrace my love of T-shirts so that I can be a little bit more Vaughn-like in my day-to-day. But my family thanks you for backing Nosfero. Thank you for backing your Truth, Justice, American Way. Thank you for backing and signing up for Battle Brick Road 2. Thank you guys for getting Battle Brick Road 1 to 6 figures. Thank you for getting Terror in the Trenches to 70K and getting Monster MD to 6 figures, which is available as an add-on on Terror in the Trenches. Please check it out. It's a great book. I just ordered a hard copy of it because I want to have it in my collection. And then, of course, Rob the Replicator. Rob Arnold has got Replicator 4. That email sign-up is available. And Clint Stoker's Dracula is available, and he is wrapping up his work right now on with Charlie on Fatal. Is making great progress on that. So I am just so excited about everything going on. And go over to Bancroft's. Sign-up is there for Lucent 2 Painted Death, guys. We love you. Thank you for joining us for Waffle Lodge of Horror. We will see you guys soon. Love, peace, one love, as we always have to say. Yes, T is how we do it, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon. Peace.
We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you? People always go mad in some places. They hate